Final three. No.
Oh, pleasure to be here.
That should
Ah,
predict
my
like what
my my
Hanchans in
mic
the next
was
round.
my mic was muted.
Your mic was muted on
My
stream.
mic was muted on stream. All right, hello. I'm. All right. Let's do this again. Standings. Got to make the top 8. If you can make the top 8, then you make it to the next round. So it's super significant that these teams make it to the next round. The more important thing is to note that while we have some contenders, we do have some teams which are well above cutoffs. So mainly Ron Devil Ron, AU NSW Wanderers, and Tanyo Sensation and Urasan. These teams have such a huge buffer. That's gonna be interesting how they choose to play relative to players in, say, Itsuanko, Uni Fan Club, UW, and the free agent team, who are much closer and a little bit more desperate for those points. So, yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what this is gonna be about. I've been pinged. Oh yeah, that's why I got pinged. It's gonna be interesting to see what's going on here and how these Hanchans progress. So, gosh, what game are we watching first? We have decided to watch the middle game first because it does contain a few people from Unistar Fan Club and UW who are in the teams close to the cutoff. So I'm going to transition us to the main display screen. But yeah, it's going to be a fun time. Are you guys excited? I want some spicy Dasuke and Shory commentary. No?
Well, I'm not gonna be that spicy, but I think when we're together in real life, we hype each other up a little bit more. In that vein,
Right?
but yeah, realistically, I'm looking at the standings. It's gonna be 4 teams fighting for those last 2 places. There's the Itsuanko, the Unifang Club UW, and the DFA team. But I mean, there could be some outside shots of teams really falling down, or some teams doing insanely well. Like we're talking Yakuman level of luck.
I
But
don't think you need like Yakima level luck, because like between two people, like a solid like first and last is already like 100 points between them, right? So I think like with 3 games left, like John Kinsimo has like a pretty. It's still gonna be hard. Don't get me wrong, but they have like a actual chance of making it up. Similarly, like let's see, Aramongosaurus only has 2 games left, but Tile Dreamings with 3 games left. If they bomb all 3 of those games, they could still like put it. They can still pull it off. They can still.
it is certainly a possibility as the first game is starting.
Yeah.
And we are going to be spectating Pezzy, apparently.
Yep. So we have Pezzy in the east seat, Toad Silly in the south seat, Ara in the west seat, and Uni Fan in the north seat. Dora is the foreman. What do we all see here?
Not much.
Actually, that's Uni the person, isn't it? That's outright Uni.
Yes, it does. Unhappily, each of the Uni Fan Club have just named themselves different numbers, which makes it a little bit difficult to be able to tell which one is which, unfortunately. But
So 70 is the original Uni.
yeah, 70 is the original Uni. All right, so
So we see actually once they face Silly already in Ishantan after 2 calls. That 7 pin coming in very timely for a 2000 point hand. But actually, Uni is not too far behind. They have a Chitoitsu Ishantan with 1 Akador. They could even call for Toy, even though the tilts they have are not really conductive to it. But it's a possibility. as they missed their Chitoitsu Tenpai with this 2-pin draw.
It hurts. So it's kind of interesting from like Toadsy's perspective. So they're opening up right now 2,000 point hands. They're still playing pretty like, I guess what's the word? Like they're not like super desperate. Looking at their team standings, like Ichirichi Fingers is what currently minus 346. So even with like 3 really decent first places, the chances of them reaching the top 9 is still gonna be pretty hard. So I guess at this point it's just like, you know, playing for your own like bragging rights within your team, like move yourself up the rankings.
Yeah, that is true. It'll be interesting. Maybe on their dealer turn they'll go a little bit wild and they start really trying to go in there. But right now, not really looking for anything from them. As Uni actually got a third 5-pin, so narrowing their Chitoy chances down a little bit. But the Toy chance is obviously going up.
Chances sound very sad considering that one of their pairs is like the door indicator, and then we got 3 so, and I guess 8 months not that bad.
Yeah, a little bit bad, but obviously that's the kind of choice they made, and yeah, now they actually draw 2 months, so taking in the chances of maybe calling the pay and not even going for either Toy or Chitoitsu, but also
hard confirm.
Very hard confirm. As now actually Toadsilly faced with a choice, and they're gonna make that choice. They're going to take in the relatively bad weight on the 2-5 man, having caught a pawn of one of them.
Now, this is a little bit sad for Uni because right now their 3-so and their 3-mon are actually kind of dead. Only chances that we can see that coming out is if either Totsuki or Ara decide to get rid of those Tatsu. Oh, but there's the deal in first. 2,000 points. That's not bad though.
Not so bad for Unifan, but yeah, pretty unfortunate for them considering that they didn't. I can't remember where they are in the standing.
Well, they actually,
they're right at the cutoff. Right now, so they are in direct competition with Ara from UW. In terms of like, they just want to place higher than them, to be honest.
Basically,
actually, the Unifan club with 2 games they've played would be in a very nice position if they can win even one of these games, but not off to a great start here.
Junkin Sumo, of course, would absolutely love to get a first place with Uni Fan Club, in particularly in last.
Oh, and that's a good way to start. Wait, is it? No, that's Ichirichi Fingers, isn't it? That's not good for Junkin.
Third turn Richi.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
And 7-mon,
2 tiles left in wall.
The classic.
The classic.
Modern Mahjong theory.
Don't try to sound so bitter, Shory.
Well, I'm not really. I can't really afford to be a boomer about Mahjong. I started Mahjong too late, but I mean, I think even if you go besides just modern theory, calling this kind of Richi as the dealer is always pretty standard.
As the dealer, I guess, like they don't have like a really nice like upgrade path. Like if they did, then it's like you can like try to gamble a little to upgrade, but yeah, it's Penchon, Dora 1, and third turn reach, might as well.
But I think the interesting.
Go on. Well, I was going to say that we have a few people, because this was such an early age, we have a few people without really any save tiles, so we saw Pezzy actually pushing the ESO, and with 2 Dora they have in their hand in a relatively good shape, we might actually see them go for a hand just because they don't really have anything to fold while the 5-pin has come out, so they have a little bit more leeway in what they do.
I think the more interesting thing that I was going to point out is the fact that Ada and Unifan just want to place above the other person as their primary goal. That may mean that Richi's coming out of, especially Toad Silly, get far more respect from those 2 players. Because it would be the kind of thing where, like, why would you deal into the Richi Fingers who are on minus 300? Like, they don't see them getting out of the finals, but if they deal in, they get so far away from their direct competitor. So there may be, on one hand, a lot more passivity from those 2 players. And then on the other hand, if they see the other player Richi, they may play more aggressively. can't let the other person win the hand. Of course, I'm just taking
Makes
guesses. This may not be realistic, but
I guess like speaking of the realistic sense, on this, I don't know, like if they do take like second and third, or even like third and fourth just feels really bad for them because they could get overtaken by another player or another team. Oh, got hit on the Ricci, unfortunate.
And Ara is smiling at that
right out. So I imagined it. But Uni actually with that push, I'm now getting a very, very nice starting hand. Already in Shantan from the very first turn.
Where's the value, Shory? What point?
They draw
What's the point of a Ricci if it's a Ricci Nomi?
Well, there's plenty of time to construct value. Even just drawing a 3-man, you have a Ricci Pinfo. That's enough in modern Mahjong theory.
Modern Mahjong theory. To hell with your modern Mahjong theory. Modern Mahjong theory was built on Tenho, which is avoiding last place. This person wants a first, dang it.
Well, yeah, it's true, but it's also on the East too, and winning any points would be quite nice for them. But actually, we have we have the dealer Toad Silly with a very nice hand. They have the 7-7-7-8 shape. We're still needing a pair, so they're in a pretty comfortable Yanshantan and now Ishantan.
That draw, that delicious draw, and oh, the Dora cut. Oh, I love it.
They're playing. They're not restricting themselves on value. They just want to win. Fremont Tanki Tenpai for Unifan doesn't take it.
Alright, how can we upgrade this hand? So we got a Sanshoku upgrade with 2 tiles.
Roton.
Dronies. That is an upgrade.
Draw a 3-man and quad 4-10 Ricci on the E-pin is obviously the most straightforward choice here.
That's juicy. Ooh, what if you drop the 1 pin here?
I'm not really seeing it. Although,
look at that though. If you do drop the 1 pin, you can take in the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You can take in like the 2, 3, 4, 5. Like it's really solid. I don't know.
That's relatively solid.
East Pedro. Pezzi.
East Pedro. One of those Easts already out, but well, the rest of their hand isn't looking too great. So
it's really sad. Just so many holes.
Yeah, but the thing is that with Pezzi, it's always good to never, because it is like Junk and Sumo, right? Like you're right. If they take 3 first places, they're all of a sudden in the running.
They're gonna drop the Dora shape, seeing maybe 1-6 already out, not wanting to be stuck on that. As actually the dealer Toad Silly here. Been in this
Totsuki, I'm disappointed in you. Totsuki, the 5, the Sanshoku.
Oh, Tenpai.
No dreams, no dreams. Take your Pinfu.
Take
your Ricci Pinfu Dora 7,700 point. What is this? What is this?
Oh, a Ricci Nomi pursued Ricci against the dealer.
And instantly comes out from Pez. Oh.
Ooh.
But luckily, it doesn't hurt that much. Okay.
It doesn't hurt that much.
Good stop by Uni though. Stopping Totsuki's like pretty solid Ricci right there. Leaves everyone still with a chance of fighting for first. If Totsuki did win that with that hand, it would be pretty difficult to make up that distance to first again. But now it's still anyone's game.
So I was gonna think of JK's commentary of seeing everything and how the rival sees it. So I was gonna say Aura has to be shaking his head right now. Unhappy with the result.
Yeah, Aura is definitely not like the direct competitor. Just got like shut down the completely out of the running places Ricci. So probably not great for them, but they do wake up with a really strong hand
right now. Yeah, maybe their hand right now is gonna make them a little bit happier as they draw a 6-pin. So that's leaves them with kind of an unpleasant choice here. As they cut the Hatsu and now pretty much restricting themselves to what's probably going to end up being a Chunomi.
Yes.
This guy has to be shaking his head at that.
Had so much potential. They just ignored it. I'll forgive them if they make it into like Sananko or something, but
there are outside shots at something like Toy Toy.
Toy is gross unless they have like Dora, and they don't right now.
Yeah, but the good thing is you can always
we didn't see Pezzi call the Hatsu, by the way.
Yeah, like they're a single block away from having 5 blocks for like you know, Honitsu, and then they could even like go like Honitsu like Chun Chanta because they have like potentially a 1, 2, 3, 7, 8, 9. Look at like Hatsu, rah! Deserved.
No. This bad habit coming out. Whenever something bad happens, thinking the other person deserves it.
Yeah, whenever something bad happens,
they're in good shape.
I remember this. Whenever you both are on and something bad happens to something that Dasuke disagrees with, he always roots for them to get backfire.
I mean, I don't. Oh, okay. Yes, I am cheering Pez right now to end this dealership because Otto does not deserve a dealership. But yeah, okay, you're right. Yeah, that may happen.
Actually, kind of a funny thing here that ARMA immediately dropped the door after drawing it, even though they still have like outside shots, like a cheat or even just using the door in a normal shape.
Wait,
so not really
Pezzy, what's up right here?
Oh.
Are they like gunning for an out? So it looks like they're gunning for an outside hand. Like, I don't know why. Like they drop the Ryamen, they drop the pair, and then they're like, you know, this is a cool hand, but what if this was Chanta too? Like, what if I had that extra one Han?
Well, yeah, I mean, obviously, as we see a Cheetoy Tenpai here, possibilities on honestly, I mean, the waiting on the Akka 5 so is pretty much standard here. No Richi coming out yet, it's funny. So waiting for a direct hit, but I mean, I don't really agree with that. I think you can just kill Richi on that.
Yeah. Because like 5-so isn't likely to come out or not come out. Whether they reach or not reach. Well, yeah. And Ara keeps their dealership for now.
I was gonna say that the only reason you don't take the reach on the 5-so is if you want to draw the 8 mon and switch into it for the 2-door instead of the 1.
But they're just like, I don't need this.
Alright.
Then again, it was also safe for the dealer who had called at that point. But that's a moot point considering the dealer did call and didn't have a Cleriaku, it's potentially quite cheap.
So we do move into the next hand. East 3-1, Dora's the 2-so. Quick progression for Ada already, and Ada dropping the Nan pair, probably going for like a Rishi Tanya Pingfu. If they can get like a Dora, the hand becomes massive.
Yeah, that's obviously the dream, but
still 2 red 5s in the wall. Sanshoku. You better drop that Nan.
Well, yeah. I mean, dropping the Nan here is really.
There you go. Okay.
Dasuke has to be smiling at that.
Redeem yourself in my heart, Ara. Let's go.
And honestly, well, we do see some good hands here. Obviously we have the dealer hand, but also Toadzilli's hand not looking too shabby.
1, 2, 3 Sanshoku. With 2 Dora? That sounds pretty awesome. Yeah, or they could just get a Pinfu if they draw something around the 7 mon, of course, but.
Seeing a lot of Sanshokus here, actually, or at least potential Sanshokus. Now we don't really see that option anymore for Ara unless they draw something like a 4-so. So prioritizing keeping the safe tune over the 7-pin with Sanshoku potential. What do you make of that?
Well, okay, Sanshoku potential is one thing, but the 3-so hurts a lot worse because a 4-so draw right there with that hand is so godlike, like absurdly godlike, and losing that out for the tune at this point of the game, I don't know. It seems a little.
There's the dealer as well, and in a position where they really want to win.
Yeah, especially considering like the total points and whatnot. Like they if they just get like a 2nd or a 3rd, even over Uni, they're still not. That doesn't really help their case at all for getting through the top 8. But taking a 1st here does, and so passing that up is kind of sad. And opening up with like a now 1,500 point hand is really sad.
Yeah, so we have an excellent draw from Uni right there, as they draw the 3-mon to complete their worst shape, but then they drop the 8-mon instead of the 2-pin, so I'm kind of really struggling here because the 6-9-mon would have been a hand that's Richi Pinfu with potential Sanshoku with 1 Dora. So
it's
a little bit
that is really weird. Because
obviously that hand is still not too bad.
Because of that 3-4-4-4 Sozu shape, they don't need a pair, right? Because they draw like the 2-3 and then the 5 for that. So confirming the Ryamen right there would probably be
Yeah,
more
even
preferred.
even if they draw a 3-pin now to complete that shape, they have an E-pin in the discards, and all of the 4-pin E-Supin are basically dead, so it's a bit unfortunate. But they're gonna call for Tenpai at least.
Okay. Goes for the Tenpai, prioritizes getting rid of Artist Dealership rather than value directly.
See,
That's
this is
also fairly late, so
I don't know. Well, yeah.
I can't really
It's
disagree with this
well,
choice.
you see, like you have like I don't know, you have this situation where you have a couple players opening. You see the Tuso came out, no one pulls it, so pretty decent chance that we have some cheapness over here from those two. And so, in reaction to like the dealer over there calling for what you seem to think is potentially a 1,500 point hand, you decide to call as well for your like 1,000 point hand. Seems like a really big waste, considering that's like your Ishanten from a hand that could just like Ricci chase after that dealer who has a now shortened hand and probably all middle tiles who can't defend against you anyway, and just can utterly obliterate them. Also, let's just con a con.
And then
Gives
calling
himself the
Khan
height
after that, though I guess the Forso is can be
It does give them
unpleasant
the
to type.
height say.
Yeah, and on Shory's point, Forso is not really safe.
That's not the worst tile in the world.
Alright, Haite, yeah, there we go. Haite that, 3,200 points, let's go! Uni
Now
with the
it's really
fan
shaking his
service.
head. But yeah, it's a good play. Looking for this
Oh my god.
Con for flow, Jay. Con for flow.
Listen,
I mean, looking at their flow, they have another hand that has 2 Akadora, but
But that's
it's
about it.
Shambo.
Hey, like, but look, they have like so much Dora potential. They can take in the 6-mon. They got those 2 reds. Like, look at this. They're just gonna like draw from their 5 Shanten hand, just instantly get into like a Tanyao Dora 3 Tenpai. Throw in a Pinfu and a Ricci and a Sumo, make an 18,000 point hand. They got this. They got this.
Yeah, it's entirely possible, but we have
That
other
said,
people with we have other people with better hands. I mean, if you look at the direct
What?
rival Arma,
You believe in other people with their Ishansen ready to call hands? Get out of here.
well, I mean, obviously you're going for that hand, and I mean it's not looking horrible anymore, really. Unfortunately, the chun that they're gonna have to cut. And
Oh my god, that 4-mon draw. Oh my god.
Ooh.
Oh,
yeah, I mean, you're completely right on
Ishansen.
the world. Now in an Ishanten, they can issue with 2 Dora at least. They can even take in the Dora. They can take in every Dora. They can take in an Akaruman. They can take in the 6-man. That would improve their hand a lot. This is also
Tuso?
kind of an improving
Okay.
draw.
Oh, this is so interesting. How's the 8-mon look from their perspective? Technically 4 left, so they'll probably insta-reach if they do draw the 3-pin, 2-pin. Con?
Oh, no con.
Pezzy with the restraints. Okay, okay. She right here. Oh dear. Oh dear. The a 6-mon draw for Uni is now a death sentence. That said, it's like
blindness is what someone in the comments is saying, and I mean, honestly, I kind of gotta agree. But now drawing the ideal type of their hand, they could reach if they wanted to. But
absolutely.
Oh,
here we go. Ricci waiting on 3 so, 9 so. 9-mon comes out, safe tile.
Yep. That's it.
But not safe for Ara.
We finished the East round with lots of very low blows, like no more than
no one is no one's over 30,000 or under 20,000.
I don't think anyone has
basically
scored
at
higher
1%
than,
at this point.
I don't think anyone's scored any higher than like 3,900. Like everyone's going for these super low balling kind of hands, wants to pass on dealerships. They don't want any momentum from anybody. So they're like also cheapening their hands a lot. It's gonna be interesting because now that Uma plays a lot more, we're looking for more positional play instead of like, hey.
Now you see, you think that, but this is like this isn't WRC rules. This is like Aka Ari like M League rules. Mongons like come out naturally just because you like sneeze. Like 7 Dora are in play. Like not seeing a big hand is actually like the more rare thing. Yeah. So considering that, if you don't capitalize on like those hands when they do come, you will be losing out because someone else is going to just like walk into that Mongon that hit them in the face. Speaking of Mongon that hit them in the face, Uni currently like 2 Shunten from a very very scary hand.
It's
Can we get
is it,
Pinfu? We can get Tanya. We can get Dora. May I see it? Can we get Sun Shoku?
I think you ask for too much, Dasuke.
Yeah, Uni's gonna call for a 2,000-point hand.
That's entirely possible. If something like a 5-man comes out, they might end up calling despite themselves. Although even then, they have a potential to still keep the Sanchoku, and then it's at least a 3,900 point hand.
Yeah, but I feel like something about this hand turning into a 30. Oh wow, Dora got cut straight away.
Yeah, Dora, not interested at all in that, and I really agree with that. Because not only can they draw another 2-pin, they can even draw or call a 3-pin. And if they're really looking to call, then having a 3-pin and still having that 5-8-pin shape left after that wouldn't be too bad. But no hesitation on that discard.
Oh,
Another perfect draw here.
Cuts the 9-man, not willing to cut the Haku, doesn't want to give it away. Or wants to keep it as a later save.
Realmen instead. Are they gonna skip that? Yeah, they skip it.
They
Okay.
skip it. It turns into a Rishi, Rishi Nomi, maybe Richi Dora 1, depending on if they draw the 2 or 5-pin.
Obviously, Richi Dora 1. Can't you just, like, feel it? Can't you feel that flow right there, Jay?
Can you? Listen, what happened?
Of course, look, they passed up the 9-9 Jay. They're like, no, I'm denying, like, this cheap stuff. I'm going for the Richi Dora 1. The game is not gonna look at that and say, wow, you scrub. How dare you? No, the game's gonna look at that and say, that's a true hand right there. Here, take this 2-pin. That's how Mahjong works, Jay.
And you know, when you kind of betraying your expectations, it's another 9-man into the hand. And now that River looking very, very interesting with a 8-moon pair drop in the 9-man.
Alright, Uni, you have to fight here. You can't. Good. Fight to the death, Uni. This is your chance. This is your chance.
It's not a bad chance at all. I mean, they're having a perfect Ishanten right now.
Aura is ready to get Ipatsu'd in the face now. Come on, Uni. You got this. Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah?
Oh, look, it's the 2-pin.
And now they can, and they are calling.
Oh, they did call for the 2-pin.
Oh, 5-man disco!
Oh, the 5 came out. Oh.
Richie?
Must
Aura! Huge Aura. Huge Aura. Okay, so Ada winning that just plainly avoids Toad's hand, which was pretty live in the 6-9 pin. And also they win a hand which puts them in a medium first place, right? Like not a safe one, but it's a first place, you know? You got the position. Kind of. And I think UW getting a the team that Ada is on, UW, getting a first place would be massive. They're on what, -70 right now? That would send them almost up to -20 to 0 if they get a really strong first.
Actually, we have Pezzy, who's a little bit who's the player from Junkin Sumo, so a little bit down on their luck right now. But they could be going for the Swanko, and it seems like they are. And if they win that, because their last dealer turn, his last place is already gone, they could actually, move up to first in the standings in this game here and keep their chances alive. And that's the kind of stuff they would probably have to do.
I mean, the 5-mon drop that they did this last one was actually kind of unfortunate, considering like the 2-mon came out, and then like, yeah, and then they had the 3-7 mons in their hands. So 5-mon, I guess, wasn't super bad from their point of view. But hey, Suanko Tushanten, let's go.
There's still 2 4-pins, 2 1-sos,
passes
1
up the 9. I love it.
Oh, okay, full grade. Very much like positional on the fact that they need a really strong first place.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ishanten still all of their tiles. Let's 1-9, and now 1
9-so, 1 9-mon, 1 1-so left in the wall.
Let's go. Let's see who is going to be the likely contender to stop this amazing hand, though.
Probably Unifan.
Still Ishanten right there for Uni right now.
Oh
it's
my
god.
But Totsuki also Ishanten though.
What was that, Shory?
3-so draw especially.
No, I said it's actually not particularly easy for Uni's hand to progress here. I mean, obviously it looks like the hand is very wide, but the 9-pin probably not gonna come out from their Kamicha, as obviously they draw into that right as I say it.
Way to jinx them into Tenpai Shory. Wow.
Okay.
We have another 10-5. Very nice way, even though it's reached Uni, but yeah, stopped.
Uni says, hey, Ara, that 1,000 point stick. Thank you.
Yeah.
Oh, Pez. All right,
Pez.
Pez. Like the golden line. Like everything has been laid down for you. You were born with like a freaking golden spoon in your mouth, just ready to go.
But
just
the interesting
pon
thing is that wait. So if Pezzy draws the Haku, does Pezzy ever try to greed for the Shosangen? Probably not, right? Because like even if they take a Mangan win here,
a Mangan win here is like second place technically, but it's really, really, really huge. Like super. Is it? Yeah, it's really huge.
Yeah.
Actually,
Well,
yeah. Actually, no.
Right now they can
third
still
place.
have the Haku and kind of keep it around their shape because their Manza shapes are relatively set for the moment. So yeah, I would say we should see them greed for the Shosangan. Not for the point of breaking up a Mangan Tenpai, but possibility exists.
And technically, a Daisongan chance still is available, considering that 3 of the Hakus are still in the wall.
Oh, Pon? No, Pon!
What?
Excuse me?
What? All right, Pezzy, you can stay there in 4th. All right, moving on.
Oh my god.
Moving to Ara's hand. 2 Shanten. No, yes, technically 2 Shanten for them. No Dora. Hey, look, Pez is like, yo, check out my technically 2 Shanten from Menhon Cheetah.
If Pezzy gets Menhon Cheetah, it would be funny. Sorry, what was that?
Drop the 3 so, okay. Ooh. Oh, he's saying it's still 2 Shanten from a normal hand.
Oh.
That's also 2 Shanten from a normal Honitsu hand, yeah. But obviously with one of the Chun already out, it's will be getting a little bit on the tougher side. But I mean, their hand is progressing. That 4-man doesn't improve their hand directly, but it does a little bit. As well, if you look at the other hands, then we have Uni with a technically Ni Shanten, but it's looking a little bit rough.
What do you mean it doesn't improve their hand directly? It gives them the 5-man draw.
Well, yeah, that's what I meant, but it doesn't improve it in Shanten.
Oh, I see. Still no Tenpai yet, but look at that. Oh, delicious.
Good Ishanten from Ara.
Very
to extend their dealer turn.
Very nice Ishanten, but actually this is really good for Pezzy, considering that the 2-pin and the 2-mon are now locked down. So unless they get the 3-pin, they can't actually advance their hand that well, and if they do get to Tenpai on the 5-8 Sozu, they're probably going to take that Shabo Richi.
Each. Richi, 3 star? Richi Dora 2?
Yes.
Yeah.
And now Otto's in an interestingly tricky position, because dealing in is bad, but they also don't really want to take second. Is Chi make that hand?
Damn you!
But Chi makes that hand cheap, doesn't it? It's just true.
But it puts you into Tenpai, and even if the Hatsu comes out, you can just drop the 8-mon and get back into Tenpai on the 6-9. So there's no reason not to take the Tenpai there.
Okay. 2/2 4-mon. Anything that Otto drops that progresses his hand will put Pezzy into a Mangan Tenpai. Or Takame Mangan Tenpai. And doesn't. Decides to get the 7-so. Wants to keep that 4-mon and use it.
Yeah. With this seed order, even if a Mangan gets more, they're gonna be the same place. They're gonna have the exact same points as Uni, so still technically above them.
Oh no, we do.
It's
split. It's split like an M leg.
Okay, fine. But then even since Uni is the last left, then anyone similar is
5,200 at least.
5-2.
Yeah.
Michi. 8,000.
Oh, okay.
Pretty big for Totsuki.
That is a huge Ura for a few reasons. Mainly because, like, Ada is no longer in first place. Which means that Ada now has to figure out if they want to settle for second and leave Unifan in third place, or if they want to go for that first place and get to like a, you know, that minus 20-ish score. Unifan is also...
the hand is not really looking like a hand that can get into first place, but go on.
Is it? Richitsumo Ura?
Well, okay, that's literally any hand can get to that point. I don't think that really counts. But as we see,
Uni's hand
progressing, and if they even win an Itsu with Tudora, that
Uni's hands. Ooh.
What is this Itsu 2 Dora nonsense? I believe that Uni is
What
gonna go
Itsu
for
2 Dora? Get out of here. This is
Shinitsu.
gonna be a This is
Yeah.
a Chinitsu. What?
This is gonna be Shinitsu Itsu Dora 2, alright? This is what
I'm trying to think, how does this turn into a Chinitsu? So, like, if they draw the 1 pin, then they're just gonna drop the 2, so probably Dama. Then if they take the Dama and they draw the 9 pin, they might greed.
Chi.
That could be a Chi, and that would be at that. Now, if the 4 pin comes out, or the 1 pin comes out, they can Chi that as well, and then that will turn it into a,
When they just
Oh wait,
take
no,
the
that's
win.
that's supposed to win. Oh, that's true.
7 pin now.
7 pin. There we go. There we go. 7 pin.
Oh no!
Oh, Pezzy.
Oh, avoids
Pezzy.
it. Okay. Avoids it for a turn.
Unfortunately,
Pezzy is-
no 7 pin really left anymore. There's 1 left, so you're unlikely to see that Shinitsu come to fruition. But
Keep talking, Shory. You're just jinxing a little bit more. Come on, Shory, keep going. 7 pin is like the saddest and the most fun tile possible. Oh dear.
Oh, 4
Oh
pin.
dear, Pezzy. Oh dear, Pezzy.
Okay. Pezzy's in a lot of trouble here. Pezzy Tenpais. Oh no!
Yep.
yeah, but the thing about that is that's 5-8. I don't think not even enough. Yeah.
Well, there's no Ogariyame,
There's
so
no
it
Ogariyame.
continues either way.
Yeah.
But yes, it is enough to come first right now. But any sumo will put them not into first.
Yeah. And now
Actually,
Ara's
not
in
any
even
sumo. Almost
worse.
any sumo.
Ara's in
yeah.
even
No,
worse position because now they're in threat of just coming third. Which would
Yeah,
suck.
I mean, Uni coming first and Ara coming third would be catastrophic.
Now,
Yeah.
Pezzy's situation right here is kind of interesting. So Pezzy really doesn't want Uni to get into first place. So being able to just like end the game, even if they are super, super low, might not be as bad if Uni comes in like third. Because if Uni gets second, or if Uni gets first, it's really bad for Pezzy's team here.
Yeah, with M League rules, that's gonna be relatively massive. And let's see Uni actually with an Ishantan. Really not too bad.
Solid Shanten.
They can call if they like.
Pezzy going to drop a Penchon? Or are they gonna just take the
Well,
5-mon?
most likely going to come out here.
Okay.
Here we go.
Drops the pinch on.
Of course, it doesn't really matter for them anymore in this hand, but
What are you talking about? Like this is like really solid for just ending the game and also getting some of their points back. Like at this point, like let's see, even if they like, let's say like they just go crazy. Let's just say they get that Honitsu, Dora, Haku, Richi, Ipatsumo. That still won't be enough to pull them out of anywhere. So, but if they do that, like Anitsumo basically puts Uni down a place, so that is good for their team at least. And Tenpai for Uni, waiting on the 2-5-mon. Currently 3 in the wall. We got a Khan on the field. 6-0 is now a Dora.
Dora now in Ara's hand. So Ara's hand is
And
now...
Ishanten for Ara too.
Yeah. Ara's hand is now reachable
8?
to get to first place.
And 8-mon is still 4 in the wall for Ara. That is really good.
which one? 8-man?
Yeah.
Oh,
it's
no!
not. Ignore
Wait,
it.
where is it? Oh, it's over there. It's
Oh,
called.
no.
But Totsuki deals into the 2,000-point hand, still second place. Uni still first, but with a little bit of breathing room right now, so at least Itsumo won't instantly kill them.
Yeah, a little bit
Yeah.
more breathing room. But now, if anybody else,
Wait, what the hell?
Ooh.
That's Toad's head?
Pezzy. Pezzy.
Wait, no. Why are you
Pezzy.
looking at Pezzy? Look at Toad's head.
I mean, that's just a son, uncle. What's wrong with that?
that's yeah, relatively
Oh
scary.
dear.
Menhon, Sanako, Chun, Haku, Doratu. I'm calling it now.
Hatsu's still 3 in the wall. We can technically have a double Yakuman here. But-
possibilities.
Look at Pezzy. Look at Pezzy though.
Look at his hand advancing. I mean, that is
Look,
just-
look. This is a Richi, Tanyao, Dora, potentially Pinfu, Sanshoku, Ipatsu, or something. Oh, and that's also a Suanko Ishanzen. Ooh.
yeah. It could, I mean, everything's looking
Oh.
very bad here for
Man,
everyone, really.
I
Someone don't call a con. Okay.
I'm so shocked that Toad cut the 9-pin. Because their team is so
That is
desperate right now. They need those like San
What?
Baimans.
Why do you need a 9-pin? You got a Yakuman. Get out of here.
Wait,
I
but
mean,
then...
yeah, I guess they could take the Honitsu and cheapen out, but
What do you think? Cheapen out for Hanchans.
cheapen
Why not?
out.
Anyway.
No, they're declaring. They're like, this is Suanko, and I am not cheaping out.
No compromise.
Ooh, Pezzy.
Ooh.
Okay,
Oh,
okay, maybe compromise now.
maybe now you compromise. I think. Something. But even if
Oh,
it
no
was
compromise!
No compromise. I gotta respect that. I gotta respect that.
Okay, pawn on the 5-pin.
Oh,
Let's see. Richi, Ipatsu, Pinfu, Tanya, Dora, San, Shoko. 16,000 points is actually enough to get him into 3rd place.
Okay,
And it's Tenpai.
And then
Tenpai.
5-pin.
and Tenpai also for
Hey.
Taozi, even though it's only a Mangan Tenpai, it's enough to get him into 1st place.
Holy.
Does take the reach.
What?
They reach.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
no.
Someone just...
We have entered the cool zone.
Pezzy,
This
please,
game of
Ron them on the last 5-pin. I beg you, Ron them on the last 5-pin, please.
The
Please do
problem
it for me, Pezzy.
The problem is Ara needs to push this. So if Ara gets the
Yeah,
5-pin, he
Uni,
may just can it. Or
And Uni
Oh,
actually also has a potential
Khan!
for Ichi
Oh,
if you like.
Khan! Oh, that would be so horrible and amazing.
Okay, it's so
Alright, let's see.
cuts the 2-pin.
8
He's out.
pin,
8-pin?
right
And
there.
it's a
Oh
Mangan
no,
hit.
Uni comes out.
Uni.
So
This is
Uni
actually
comes
really good
third.
for Pez, actually. Wow, that's actually really solid for Pez, considering that, like, if they are going to get a 4th, having Uni and Ara not be 1st is really good for them.
Oh my god. Wait, okay. So Toad comes 1st, Ara comes 2nd, but it's not an amazing result for Ara, but the fact that Ara is now not 3rd, and he created that 20-point, shrinkage between Unistar Fan Club and UW is amazing. Yeah, and as you say, Pezzy, yes, Junk and Sumo have a long way to go, but getting Unifan down is probably the way to do it, right? Like, in terms of, out of all the long shots, this is the best long shot.
Yeah, they still need, like, a solid first in order to get out, but the fact that they put Uni down into 3rd right there gives them a lot better chance of actually making this long shot potentially happen.
Yeah, if you just look at the direct point difference, it's 16,000 points, and then from just the standings, it's what is it, like 50,000 points more?
It's like 50,000 points between 1st and 2nd, and then like 30,000, or is it 30 or 20,000 points between all the other ones. So that's like a 70,000 point gap, a drop right there from Uni, who's like the closest, who is the 8th place team. So yeah, that's pretty nice.
Okay, so I asked Toad if he wants an interview. He says, I don't. It's not.
Well, that's okay.
Toad.
We can actually look at the schedule instead, because I'm seeing that in the 3rd game, Tal Dream won a 100-point victory, 102 points, with everybody else in negative standings.
Tile Dreaming heard me asking for their potential like 3-drop, and they're like, "No, I'm gonna give you the opposite. Like, we're gonna take all the points."
Yeah, what on earth happened there? I think it's the biggest victory in this season so far.
Plus 100. They killed Ura-san, and let's see, Tanyao Sensation, and a small negative for Aero Mangasaurus.
Oh my god.
That's actually kind of interesting, because Ura-san was like really high up there. So Ura-san is technically now in potentially like death position if they do take. No, even if they do take another.
Even if they take a really bad 4th place, they're basically
they're probably okay. Yeah, so they're good. If they had 2 games left, maybe, but with 1 game, nah, they'll probably be fine.
Yeah, Ura-san only has 1 game, so unless SKL takes a huge loss, and we're talking
impossible.
like minus 70s, minus 80s, and the other 3 teams would need to prosper. Like,
well, yeah, but they would need that minus 80, and other teams would need like more plus 100,
I mean, like,
120 points. So
looking at like the past results, there's been some like high minus like 77s, and is there anything past that? So there,
yeah,
there
but we're
has
looking
been
over
some.
like we're looking at a 200 point difference between them and 9th place right now. So
Well, I mean, I guess it depends on like what the actual what are they called? What the actual like tables are, because you can have multiple tables, which means you can have different teams like take different first places, and then like Urasan could take like technically a really really huge 4th place, while all those other two, let's say the UU team and the FA team, get 2 really solid first places. And let's say unlikely, but technically possible.
I'm trying
Let's
to
see,
ask Toad if he wants to come on, so I need you guys to keep talking, please.
well,
Keep talking
you don't need to force Toad. It's fine.
No,
We're interesting enough as is this time.
I see. Well, I mean, like,
Damn,
I want to offer the floor because they come, they came first.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah.
Hey, Toad, congrats on your win.
Hello.
Yo, Toad.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, how you going?
Yeah. Okay, I get. I'm just gonna be perfectly honest. I think that's the first time I feel like I legitimately did not deserve to win because I was just sort of like, wait, what?
So okay, let's bring the hard chart up so that we can talk about it in a bit more depth. And people.
Yeah, let me.
Go on.
Let me look at what you're looking at. Okay, let's see. Because I got nothing.
Yeah.
Well,
really.
we did see a comment that described you as a Dora hater, and you did throw a lot of Dora this game.
Dora, I thought it was like Dora blindness.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but then
I was definitely Dora blind that last that last round for sure. I just was not paying attention because that high pie was something stupid. Like,
oh, are you talking about this one?
Yeah, I did not even pay attention to the Dora indicator. 100%.
You know, we were actually talking. We're like, okay, look, he could take like the Honitsu, but no, he's just like hard going. Like, I'm gonna get rid of the Dora. I'm gonna get rid of that red 5-pin. I don't need Honitsu. I'm not copping out. This is gonna be a Suanko. And then you reach it.
Yeah, well, yeah. Honestly, I was just sort of thinking cutting my losses, honestly, just because Tenpai was there. There was the semi-Suji with the 6, so to the 3 BAM weight, so, I just figured, oh, well, it's here. Someone just declared reach. Maybe it'll make everyone else fold and pray for the best. That's literally all my thinking there at all.
I think.
Well, I think we can all kind of relate to the feeling of getting this kind of starting hand and not really keeping your wits about you.
No, 100%. Yeah, people were saying Honets, I'm just like, yeah, I did not even see it, let alone the Dora. So
yeah. So I think
guilty.
I think the main argument was just mainly coming from that your team was in a very desperate position before coming into this game. So we had a lot of people who were rumbling about like going for the double Yakuman, the Suanko Tanki. And if you can even run like Unistar Fan Club, if you can run Unifan for the Suanko Tanki, that's probably your best odds of getting into the top 8. Like, it's not high, for sure, but it's it's a chance.
Well, it's a chance, but I don't know. I just figured, whatever, a win's a win. Don't get too greedy, because 9 times out of 10 when I get played too greedy, it's up in my face. So I'm just like, you know what? Cut my losses, so to speak. And truthfully speaking, it's just sort of with the team standing, it's just, whatever. We're just playing for funsies at this point, so,
yeah.
And it seems to be working.
Especially if you're playing for funds. It's especially if you're playing for funsies. Go for the meme hands.
Well, yeah, but again, every time I've gone for anything greedy like that, it never works. So it's just like, whatever.
To win a Yakuman, you must lose 10 of them.
Just deal into a Yakuman instead. Yeah, sure, one.
Exactly.
But
no, I mean, it seems to be working. Like not stressing out about playing for points because apparently I've gotten first 3 times. So okay? Question mark. Dumb luck. I don't know. Anyway.
So, were there any other plays that you like kind of wanted to chat about in this game? Because it is that kind of that scenario that you actually described it perfectly, which is that when you get into these like last stretches of the weeks, you know, how do you play when you're so far behind? You just play for fun, you know, just to get involved. You're not like, you know, you're not throwing or anything like that, but it's hard to like.
Oh yeah, no.
How you make the playoffs. So like, did your team have a mentality going to this? Were you guys just gonna be like, nah, you know what? It's like it's really hopeless. We're just gonna like play our games and like not. You know.
That yeah, it's just you know what? No pressure. Let's just go into the games. Just play as you would play and leave it at that. And apparently somehow it's working. So okay. No, it's just figured. Oh, whatever. But yeah,
that's
like
happened.
I was, as a completely Yakuman blind for a good while there, but it's just nah. Just figured, you know what? Forget it. I'll call it. It's whatever.
But it does happen that when you play a little bit more freely, when you're out of a situation where you're not playing for anything more, you do tend to be a little bit more relaxed about the games, and then sometimes good results come from that.
And I mean, you know, if worst case scenario, if I end up in 4th, it's like, oh, big deal. We're down towards the bottom way. Just brush it off, walk away.
Well, yeah.
So.
Thank you so much for just sort of coming on to chat about it. Like, even if it's sort of just a scenario exactly what you said, where you're not quite sure, it was still quite appreciate, you know, coming in with the perspective, especially on, you know, how these games work.
Oh yeah, like I said, if you're talking about other hands and all that, like I honestly don't know. It's just I was just mostly playing to try and get tempo as quickly as possible, and pressuring where possible. Sometimes 9 times out of 10 it didn't work because I'm lost count of how many reach sticks I threw into the middle. Didn't get nothing. So oh well, that's the way it goes, right? So again, no real mentality. Just I think the only thing I really went into was basically the very first hand where I just rushed it to just progress things, just apply really early on. Just that was basically why I opened basically straight away, and then nothing happened for ages. But this is normally I've been getting more into the mentality of waiting to open, especially on like say a dragons. Rather than just slapping the pom button immediately. But no, this time it's just like, you know what? Let's go for speed. Let's just rush it. Cheap hand, but it sort of paid off. But then, you know, the momentum was dead after that. Which sort of plays into why I'm just walking away from this just feeling like, what? I came first? Huh? Again, I was just throwing all these sticks into the middle and winning nothing, and I apparently get to walk away? Huh? That's seriously my closing thought, is I'm just walking away from this with just the biggest question mark over my head of just like, okay. So yeah.
I think we just heard your roommate or whoever is in the background.
Yeah, sorry. That's fine.
No worries. Thank you so
much for coming on.
Yeah, thank you so much for coming on to share your mentalities. And yeah, thank you so much for playing this season, and best of luck to your team for the next 2 Hanchans.
No worries. Thanks a lot.
So, we're going to have a quick look at the standings before we properly go on a small break before the next game start. All the games have ended. So, looking at this, Tile Dreaming got out of range, which is, you know, not in Dasuke's fantasy of Tile Dreaming somehow coming last. which he was talking about.
Well, I told you that they were out of range to begin with.
Okay.
One can dream. One can dream, Shory.
So the
Tiles,
teams
yes.
that we want to be looking at are mainly these 5 teams. Actually, you know what? I'm actually going to say these 4 teams. And
Yeah, that's
these 5 teams. Definitely, probably not Junk and Sumo. I say that, but then they're going to prove me wrong. But I'm pretty sure we just look at these 5 teams. So these 5 teams have the strongest contention for, like, you know, either making the cutoffs or dropping out of the cutoffs. And even Urasan.
Sorry, which is the 5th one?
What was that?
Which is the 5th one? Because I'm basically seeing only from Itsuanko to the free agent team. I'm not really seeing any of these teams
I was going to say
drop below the cutoff.
Urasan down to free agent team, but I forgot that Urasan only has 1 more game. So short of an absolute disaster in that game, probably not going to happen. So it is probably like these 4, like Itsuanko down to free agent team that are in the most contention for like either losing the top 8 or making the top 8.
Yes, not much has changed in the standings for these 4 teams. So it's all going to come down to those next 2 games, or 1 game for the Uni fan club. So that's going to be a very big one because they're right above the cutoff and only maybe 25, 27 points above UW there.
Yeah, so it's interesting to know, like, if the fact that Uni fan club is sitting out this next game, is that a good thing or a bad thing for them?
Well, I would say it's more of a good thing than a bad thing, probably. They can also the team they're playing against is FA team, so that's the only team they really they're in direct contention with. So they can kind of see how those games play out and then adjust. And I'll be looking forward seeing how that goes.
Will would like to have a word with you.
Who would?
Who would?
Or UW.
So I think based
like-
on the... Oh, go on, Dasuke.
Oh, so UW is like a single first away from putting Uni into 9th right now. So yeah, this round is going to be pretty big for both UU and FA.
Did you just say...
That's
Oh, OSK.
Oh, not UU. There isn't
I was
an
also very
UU
confused.
player, right?
There is
That's
an UU
UW.
SKL person? I wasn't referring to them, or are you talking about to UW?
There we go, UW.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thank you.
So I think...
But yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good, I think, because UW is playing the next game. They're playing all 3 games. So since that's the team they're maybe in the biggest contention with, if UW gets a bad 4th place in this game, then maybe Uni can just take it a little bit more easy in their Hanchan and really have to go for first. Although then they're also playing against the FA team, so we're gonna have to see how all of that shakes out.
Yeah. So I think based on where the standings are, we're going to be watching this game on the right. Yes, we're going to have a lot of repeat performances in this last streak, but we're mainly focusing on, like, what are the important Hanchans? What are the Hanchans which, like, determine the results of the cutoff? And this one with UW and Itsuanko, and the very loose shot that Gems gets a plus 100 Hanchan is probably the most important one, whereas, like, on the left here, we only care about the free agent team player. In the middle here, we don't actually, like, all these players are very solidified in their position. So probably watch the game on the right here. So,
Someone from Tao Dreaming is meant. Oh, sorry. So someone from Tao Dreaming messaged me. They're like, "What? I heard you want us to come last. What did we do?" No, it's not like that. It's not like that at all.
No, it is.
I didn't want you to come last. I wanted you to take 3 last place and come in a tragic 9th place from a team that was once in 1st place. So, truly sad.
Oh my gosh, you sadist. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to go on a quick break. And then at 9:05, we'll start games up, watching the right game, seeing how the cutoffs progress. And we'll see you guys soon. All right, welcome back to ARMA League Season 3, round 34. Right, and perfect timing. For once, I get it right. So we have Ada in the east seat, Gems in the south seat, Muran in the west seat, and Nya in the north seat. Dora is the 2-man. I am once again joined by Dasuke and Shory. Hello.
Ooh.
And nothing from Shory. Okay, I see how it is.
I was getting some water, and I hope you don't dock my salary for that.
Oh, no. We don't pay by salary. We pay by commission.
First time I heard of it. But, yeah.
So, really interesting. This Hanchan is a good one to watch. The 2 players we're looking at is Ara in the east seat right now, and Muran in the west seat right now. They are in teams UW and Itsuanko, who are in range of getting into the top 8. Muran wants to avoid losing too many points, and if possible, gaining points, because they're in 7th place on 33.3. And Ara wants to gain points because they're on minus 66.5. And if they can get a first place, that puts them, in the top 8.
I think you're missing out on one solid person here, and that is Nya, who is from a team that can literally not possibly fall into the bottom 9. Has the free range to kill as many people as they want, to build as big of hands, to crush as many dreams as to their heart's content.
Okay, and then if we're going on that line, how about you talk about what you were talking about in the break with Gems? So you said that Gems' shot for Drunken Sumo making it to top 8 is not actually that long of a shot.
Gems with those Itsu Senpai! 1-2 pin left in the wall. So yes, so Drunken Sumo is actually not super bad right now. So if the goal is to get into 8th place, currently Uni Fan Club is just short of minus 40 points, while Drunken Sumo is minus 225 points. If Drunken Sumo does manage to just get, let's say, 2 first places, moderately first place, let's say, plus 20,000 points, so like 45,000, like base points, that would give them 70,000 points. If they do get 70,000, then if Uni does take like a solid 4th in the last game, and if Uwu and FA can also take 2 fourths, then technically speaking, it is possible for Junkin Rollin to make it into 8th place. So
did you see that?
They're not super dead.
Did you see that? Muran almost dealt in. So Muran had the pair of chuns and was very close to cutting the 2-pin for Ramen Ishan 10, but chose to cut the 2 chuns because they didn't want to deal a lifetile.
Yeah. Honestly, I think relatively impressive work. They drew the 3rd chun, so maybe they feel like kicking themselves a little bit right now. But if this game gets to the Yokyoku and they see the weight that Gems has, they're going to be very happy with themselves.
They're going to like high-five themselves, be like, "Wow, that was awesome. Go me."
This happens regularly with Mahjong players. And other than that, nobody's really doing that great, as we see actually just folding their hand, not really seeing it, and there's still 1 2-pin left in the wall. The wall gets shorter and shorter, so plenty of opportunities for Sumo here.
Gems also technically has like the super last Haite draws, so technically a Baimon potential with a Haite Sumo Ura.
Oh no, don't let your good work be not for nothing, Moran. Oh, okay. I was gonna say, okay, 5-man pwned by Ara, avoiding the Haite for Gems. Gems
the Baimon! Dang, Ara listening 5 minutes in the future.
Rushes the Haite.
Just you wait. That Haite is the 2-pin.
Oh, deals in the 2-pin! No!
Oh no!
Oh no!
But great for Gems with a Richi Itsu Dora 8,000 point hands off of Muran. That is pretty nice.
That is okay. That is a huge hand. Yeah, Gems getting into that, like trying to get into that first place, which is super important. Muran taking a hit, and that is really bad for Itsuanko. Okay. Non-pun by going for Honitsu? I guess? Wait.
So
Honitsu 4th shot at Sanchoku this.
So Itsu Onka's situation is actually kind of interesting. So they're currently like 70,000 points above the 8th place team, which is Uni. So they do have some pretty significant amount of breathing room, but they're not on the final table with Uni. So yeah, they are putting themselves at a risk of potential death. But that's only in the case that either UW, FA team, or Junkin Sumo can get enough first to actually overtake into 8th place. But definitely can make things interesting, and especially with Jin's hand, what will this become?
Well, most likely something like
She rejected her Ishan 10.
Did reject the Ishan 10. And also like the fun draws for like building upward.
Yeah, she gets rid of the Ishan 10.
Not Suwanko. Suwanko's not happening, but Sanoko maybe.
Okay. We lost this Chitoi.
Chitoi, Tanyao, Dora 3, Ishanten. Chitoi, Tanyao, Dora 3, Ishanten.
Okay, Honitsu is rebuilding for Nya. Nya now in Ishanten for
Dora, nice.
Honitsu Dora 2.
Still 1-6 in the. Ooh, that hurts.
Oh, that's so unfortunate. Oh,
yeah,
Tenpai.
Rebuilding the hand now.
4-7 man. Richi 2-5 man. For Ara, Richi Pinfu Dora. Oh no, not Dora. Sorry, Richi Pinfu.
2-5 mon versus a 4-7.
What's interesting is the live 2-pin pair coming out against the Ricci from Gems. So
what is this? A weight upgrade. Drop that 6-mon. Oh,
really?
Do it.
Drop the Dora into the Ricci?
Oh, yeah, it is the Dora. Okay, fine.
Come on, Dasuke. Come on.
Hey, wait, no, but like, this is Nya. They can do whatever they want. They are not bound by the rules of humanity right now. If they want to say, hey, I want to prioritize my win rate because I can, they can. Nya can do whatever they want. They don't have to listen to you, Jay.
Oh no!
But you know what? I like that choice better because if they did drop it, it would drop the value of the hand, so. Not because it's like dropping the door is scary to a Ricci. Nah, that's whatever. But dropping the hand to a Mongon. Or from a Mongon. Yeah, that's sad.
So, Ada dealing in is big trouble for Ada. They do need this first place, or at least the second place, if they want their last Hanchan to be just a little bit difficult.
Now, Nya here, on the other hand, to Dora, like I was saying before, like they could just go and just destroy everyone. They don't have to respect anyone here. Like they should be respecting Nya.
Well,
so
some of these teams are in such a desperate point they don't actually have to respect Nya.
Well, see, that's like that's the what's the word? That's like the pitfall, right? So they're in a position where they feel as though they need to push, right? And so it's like even if Nya does get something really scary, like well, what he has right here, they don't actually have to like just go and like say like oh I should fold. No, they could just push, like oh do it for the team, and then deal in, be like it's okay, it was for the team. But the problem is if you're doing that, you need to have the hands to back it up. Like if you're pushing for your like 2,000 point hand because you got to do it for the team, and then Nya over here just gonna run you with their are they gonna go for the fun? No, they're not. But
I mean, their hand's still plenty expensive. With I mean, they could even have a Toy here.
Yeah, they could get the Toy.
Oh no, never mind.
Okay, not anymore. But but you don't want to fight into an 8,000 point hand with your 2,000 point hand, even if you're like I do need to push, and that pay is gonna kill someone unless. Jim's currently 2 Shanten, but really good shapes. Pei still 1 in the wall. Chun both in the wall as well.
Plenty of opportunity, and I mean we have Uran here with also an Ishanten, so there is a leader in a position where they're gonna call any Ricci, so it's very possible that they're gonna die.
This is so interesting. It's like they have like a really bad Shabo weight, but it's 3 tiles in the wall. It's amazing. I love it. It's not bad at
9
all.
cut. Okay. Playing
Oh, the
safe.
3-pin draw! Alright, drop the 7-pin. Drop the 8-pin. Ishansen for a potential super death by Hanchans.
Okay, but needs to. Oh, that cuts the chun immediately from Muran.
Oh yeah,
That's
Muran.
the
Oh yeah,
chin
oh yeah,
immediately.
oh yeah.
No.
Because we see the two people who are most directly competing in this game, Mura and Ara, both in desperate straits.
This is really big for like Muran's team because they're in like a pretty like comfortable position, right? Not like super like comfortable, but you know, like a solid 70,000 point gap to at least 8th place, and then you know even more to like the 9th and 10th place team. But
Yes.
taking a really big 4th place here is gonna be really bad, especially since this isn't their final game. They still have all these teams still have like one more game that they're playing.
Yeah, and it makes you kind of question the decision
Well,
of just
except for
dropping the live Dora into that immediately.
Yeah, except for Nya, who's in first place, and this is their last game. But from
They
the
don't
beginning,
care.
they can
They're
do
an
whatever they want.
A-Unit
Yeah.
Wanderers. They don't.
They are here to take everyone's points. They are here to just be like, wow, it'd be a shame if I run someone with a Mongon because they dropped this tune because they didn't respect me. Boom. To love it.
And also another thing is that's a really bad thing for Gems. Gems needs an aggressive first place, and they lost a potential Baimon hand.
You know, it's sad, but it's like it's like it's not too sad. It's like a trade-off, right? It's like, okay, one, well, I didn't get my cool, awesome like death hand, but Muran lost their dealership, and they also took an 8,000 point to the face. And so you know.
But does
trade-off,
Gems care about Muran taking that though? Because like Gems' team needs 8th place to die, and then for them to get a plus 100 to plus 150 first place.
Well, ideally for Gems, they need like, let's see, if Itsuanko did die like super hard, that does increase the chances a bit that Gems does actually make it into the top 8 if they do take a first here. They still have to take a first regardless, but first is not like, you know, super out of place right now. It's like still what, within 9,000 points. That's like a single Mongon sumo. They can literally get that in like 2 draws.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like it's sad, but it's not like super like I'm just gonna cry sad.
So is Nya gonna keep
now super I'm gonna cry sad?
They're most likely going to keep the double Dora here because the 1/4-man and the 5/8-man are. I mean, the 5/8-man was better. 1/4-man obviously still had 3 tiles already out. So.
And Ron for Ara taking the 3,900 point from Gems, which is pretty good from their perspective.
Yeah, but they're in a position
because UW is like the 9th place team, right? They're ready to go with any like they just need to overtake either Unifan Club or Itsuanko. So if they can get over Muran, that's actually really good for giving them a better chance, even if they do end in like 2nd place or maybe even 3rd place in the final in this game. If they can put Itsuanko into a really bad 4th place, they still have a better chance of getting into the top 8.
Yeah.
As we see Gems here with a 10-pi, but waiting for upgrades, of which there's a few. I mean, there's the Sanchiku, obviously, the direct 6, 7, 8 Sanchiku. There's also a very outside shot at drawing a 9-pin and 9-man and getting the sent to Junshan, but unlikely to happen.
I'm trying to think, what are like some of the cool progressions? So like, if they
E-pin draw.
There is 1 E-pin left. If they do draw the E-pin, then they drop the 4-pin, then they draw the 9-pin, and then they draw the. Nah, that's too hard.
Yeah, that's what I.
All right, come on, guys. We gotta balance the line between like
2-pin. Ooh, easy. Okay.
All game, all day.
Oh,
but,
Gems
we've seen
is
Nya here
like...
with a death hand.
Gems wants that value.
I like this.
She's gonna get value no matter what. That is her goal.
Well, this is really good because like this is I think how Gems should be playing in this situation where they don't just need like 2 fourths, they need like solid 4th. Or I'm sorry, not 4th, first place. They need solid first places. Like if they squeeze out like a 30,000 first place, that's not going to be enough. Like even if they do get 2 45,000 first places, they need like the perfect situation to happen for them to get into the top 8, and that's like the base minimum from there. So being able to greed for these like types of hands, I think is really, really big. Because yeah, a lot of the times you're probably not gonna get it. But a lot of the times they're not gonna be making it to the top 8. To actually have that chance to make it to the top 8 is really, really, really huge. So yes.
While
10
you were
out of 10
talking, Nya
more
got
greed.
to a callable manga and Tenpai. Ishanten rather.
Yeah, Nya's head is a little gross, I'm not gonna lie.
So
Oh,
the
8
rich
man.
getting richer here is
8 man. Ishanten for Ara. I feel like Ara's gonna get into trouble when he gets into Tenpai.
Nyao's like, what is
Oh,
what is
boy.
what is Yaku? Don't you guys just get like all
Richie.
these Dora in your
Sumodora.
hand? Yeah, like look, they just sumo for freaking a Hanemon right here, just casually, easy.
Hanetsumu would be a disaster for UW as well.
Nobody
Oh,
would be
Moran.
happy with a Hanuman sumo other
Hey,
than
Nya would be happy. What are you talking about?
oh yeah, but Nya's happy one way or the other. But I mean, the points do carry over, I believe. So
Uh-oh,
Yeah,
Forso.
we're gonna
Uh-oh,
make it
Forso.
halved. Yeah, we're good, we're
Forso.
good, we're
Okay,
good.
okay, drops the 2, drops the 2.
Okay. 5 man. Now we have Itsu Ishanten. Ara's hand now a tad more scary. Not that much more scary, just a little bit. Okay, so we got 2 weights left. 2 man and Forso. What players can draw what as well? Like, if Gems draws a Forso, she's never cutting it. If Moran draws the
If
Forso,
Gems
he
draws...
may cut it. Like, it may be a disaster. 2 pin is cheat. K10.
Uh-oh. 9 pin. 9 pin is currently 1 in the wall still for Gems. Riso is currently still 1 in the... Oh god. Oh god. No, but no, she's good. She's good. She gets that red 5.
She can reach
And
you
that
on the
actually might be a
counter
reach.
Oh no!
Besides not
Okay, we're good. Okay, no Forso cut from that.
oh, and now Forza might actually come out for the better weight, even though it's 410.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it doesn't.
Is this gonna be a
and then
reach
immediate
E-pot?
oikake?
Oh?
With one Forza
Drop the
left in the wall.
Forso! Drop the Forso! Drop the Forso!
I'm not seeing it. Well, actually.
2 so no, it doesn't come out.
It was
1 man could
Sumo
pod for
Giri.
K10.
It was Sumo
Doesn't
Giri
pod for
reach.
K10.
Wait, do they have any safe tiles? Do they have any safe tiles?
They don't.
Oh, the FISO! The FISO! They're like, why would you be waiting on the Forso? It was Sumo Giri reaching!
But the 5-7 was safe!
So beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love this so much. So tragic. So amazing. This is what a final day should be like. Alright, South 2.
So,
no more dealerships for
Ara lost their dealership. That is not good for Ara. But they could just manga sumo 3 times.
Oh,
remember,
nice.
our job here is not to get... I mean, it would be nice if they got first or second. But right now, Nyao's team is whatever.
Yeah,
Gem's
they
team,
don't care about Nyao.
It's still technically whatever from our perspective. So the only one they actually care about on this table is Moran. As long as it's right here, Moran taking that hit, even at the loss of their dealership, is probably still pretty okay. Because right now, the difference between them is what, 16,000-ish points. If we add on the 20,000 point difference, that's 36,000 points between them. That.
Oh my god, Swanko Ishanten.
Let's see. That actually puts them within a pretty decent round. Only 60, roughly 60,000 points of overtaking Itsu Anko going into the last game, if it does end exactly like this. So this is not that super bad of a situation for UW right now, all things considered.
Yeah, Swanko Temple.
Well, I would say it's pretty bad, but it's not. It's still pretty bad.
Anko Ishanten?
Swanko Ishanten.
Yeah,
Nightso's are gone.
Fremont has... Okay.
Fremont has 1 left in the wall, 7 So's 2 left in the wall.
So still 3 tiles for Suanko? That's not bad.
Cheat.
And hey, look!
Cheat.
But do they cut the 6 and 6 pin for the guaranteed cheap by 10 pie?
No, they're greeting. They're greeting. Okay.
Well, yeah, they are so far behind. I mean, they do have a dealership left, but not really.
Get out of here. We don't need your cheat toy, Jay.
I hate Cheetoy. I'm in full support of this play. It's just mostly like the really funny Cheetoy Tenpai.
Yeah, I mean, from their perspective, it doesn't look so bad. Like 9 Soul, they don't see any of them, and they do see like it was the 7 Soul. So there's a little bit of a barricade there. 3-man, they don't see any of them out.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. 3 tiles left for the Suanko. 3 tiles left.
Still possible, and
Pin.
And no one's in Tenpai yet. Haku currently still 2 in the wall for Nya, and hey, that's a cool tile.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Gems, they tried to go for a Junchan earlier, so the 6-man is in their discards, and that's one of the tiles they want.
Oh, Tenpai! Suanko Tenpai!
Oh, goodness.
And it's the good one!
It's the good one!
7 Soul,
left,
2 in the wall!
2 left!
Oh my god, this would be
History in the
so
making.
sad. This
And
would be
nobody
so
really has
sad
the nobody
for
really has the
everyone.
potential to even.
And
I
so
mean, Ara might actually drop the 9 Soul. He could.
I don't fucking believe it!
Rachel and Kazi are looking at Muron, and they're just like, wow. And then Muron got this, and it's like, okay, you're cool. You're cool. We're cool.
And
I
Ara
don't believe it. I don't believe it. That just revives Muron's position. Now Suanko is like not in trouble anymore. Like, unless they die really hard.
Yeah, even if they can confirm a 2nd place, or even a 3rd place, they're basically through. Oh, I guess they still have one more game to play, but getting a 2nd place here, even they don't have to protect this first place at all costs.
If they do get it, well, if they do get a 1st place, that pretty much absolutely guarantees that they're going to get into the top.
Yes.
If they do get a 2nd place, it still is a pretty solid. Like they would have to have a lot of things go wrong. I mean, a lot of things go wrong. But especially with Ara being last year, which is currently the 9th place team, that is really, really big. And so yeah, 2nd or 1st is pretty much, hey, top 8 for Muron.
Yeah, and what a first, and what a way to advance with a Suanko Sumo from the brink of death.
And just like and it's like even better because it's just like, oh, and by the way, the other 2 people, we're just gonna get rid of their dealerships too. So there's only Muron's dealership and Nya's dealership. Which actually, Nya's dealership, that might be interesting.
And Nya's just sitting there like, I'm so glad this happened when it doesn't matter. Like, he's just sitting there like, I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. Screw it. Whatever. You get your Suanko. It doesn't affect me at all.
Nya's listening to music as they're playing.
You laugh right now, but Nya's gonna get a Tenho on their dealership, and you won't be laughing.
Oh no, I wouldn't. But
Okay, so Nya can still get 1st place. In full disclosure, Nya can still get 1st place, and it's not even that difficult. But
Nya can get 1st place. Gems and Ara are going to be struggling to get 1st place here. I mean, Gemma has a much better shot. Even just by getting a Sumo Mangan Sumo here.
Mangan Sumo? What are you talking about? This, look, Shory, can't you count? This is a Richi, a Sumo, a Pinfu, a Tanyao, a Sanshoku. This is a 12,000. This is a Hanemon here. This is enough.
I want Gems to draw the 1-star and cut it back without a struggle.
Absolutely.
Like, just don't even think about it. Just like draw it and cut it straight away. It makes your hand too cheap.
Forso is actually still 2 in the wall right now. 4-pin is also 1 in the wall right now.
Oh, what do you even do when you're in Arta's position? Like, his hand is so... Oh my god,
Forso! Alright, let's go.
Richie, skip 1-pins. Do it.
Well, it's entirely possible we're going to see that. As far as Ara goes, it draws the 4-pin, which is not really going to come out from the hand. I mean,
7-pin? 7-pin draw? 7-pin draw?
But even then, probably...
Oh, she takes it!
Oh, no skip.
No skip.
Does she have auto win on?
Maybe
I guess it's...
Maybe she thinks she's too out.
Well,
like she needs an aggressive
Maybe,
first
yeah,
place,
yeah.
and she needs other teams to tank. So
Yeah.
she doesn't have a shot of getting like a 50-60k first place, right?
So if she, but
it might just be
if she
over.
does manage to get a first place here, I guess that's still pretty okay. Where it's like, it is their base minimum. Like, absolutely.
Well, I think perhaps we were
Honeymoon Sumo.
we
Can we get a
were
Honeymoon here?
overstating the chances of that team to begin with, but Hanneman Sumo is unfortunately not even enough. Is it?
Honeymoon
Oh yeah,
Sumo's
it
enough
is.
for first.
Yeah.
Get
No,
out.
I mean the Mangan Sumo was not enough.
Oh yeah. So for a Hannemon Sumo, that's still gonna be kind of hard with this hand. I can't see.
They would have to draw multiple Dora, and that's possible. 2 Dora left in the wall.
You don't need
9-1,
multiple
but-
Dora. You just need like Sanshoku.
Because maybe we're going to see Ara wanting the
Oh,
Suwanko
Suwanko, yeah, you know what?
but-
I was gonna get Suwanko and just come out of nowhere to come first place, and we're gonna have an interesting final Hanchan.
Uh-oh.
Well,
The 7-1's gonna deal in.
Yeah.
No, drop
Right.
the 4
Last healer.
mon! Become the 7 mon, bro!
Nya, who's like, yo, look at the Sanshoku Tenpai. Drops the Formon, Sanshoku blind. Enough to save them, but Ara deals in with the Suji.
Alright, so we do
delicious.
have Muran in first place,
Delicious.
Nya in second place, Gems in third place, Ara in fourth place. We gotta get Muran on. Wait,
Muran.
actually, wait, no, sorry. I can't say that yet because I don't know if the people know about the last Hanchan. I'm gonna DM Moron. Alright, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna DM him. That way I don't put it in the chat, right?
You didn't.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't want to put it in the chat and I get reamed. Alright. Do you want to come on for interview? We have to
Wait, what do you mean?
DM.
Can't they just be watching the stream? Like, I don't
They
understand.
could be, but like it's still technically a spoiler, right? Like the one we did before, everyone had finished their game already. This one's a little
Oh, I see.
way dodgier. Okay, cool. So we're gonna get Muran in. There we go. Click that. Click stream, and then I need you to DM me the lock. Don't post it. Post it. All right. There you go. I'm sorry you guys hear the clicky clackety of my keyboard. I'm just
Oh, that's fine. And I don't.
Hello, Muran. Congratulations on your win. So, before we even bother just talking about the Suwanko, any thoughts about the hand pre or post Suwanko? Let's just skip that one just for like 2 minutes, because that's what we're going to talk about that for a little while, of course. Oh my god, you're so soft.
Like garbage today. Wow, things were just super. Wow, today was this game was just absolutely a roller coaster. I can pretty much talk about every hand, like especially in the first hand. There was a Richi on my Kami, right?
Yep, this one.
And then there was just a lot of dicey moments. The first critical point, I was like, okay, well, on the like Ipatsu, I dodged the Ipatsu, and then the first was I played the Suji, but then I drew double chun head into a Ramen Tenpai, Ramen Ishan, and I'm like, okay, well, first hand of the day, what am I gonna, like, what direction am I gonna take this hand, right? The 2 tiles I have to cut is a Suji and a Terminal. Suji and Terminal, I'm like, well, what am I gonna do today? Am I feeling like I will go for it or not? And then we're currently in 7th or 8th right now, barely standing on ground. And then I already knew like the point situation that Raisha, maybe Ara, yeah, if my Ara beats me, then that puts us in a very dangerous position points wise. So just as on East 1 first game, I didn't want to do anything too risky, too crazy at the start. So here I just played the double chun, right? Played 2 chun, and then I didn't draw into any Genbetsu afterwards, pretty much. And I just kept drawing danger tile after danger tile after danger tile. And then eventually I reached a point where I have no more Genbetsu, and I only have 2 different Suji, 2-pin and the 5-man. One of them is the Aka, the other is the 2-pin. And I just felt that the lower Pinzu was just really sus. Lower Pinzu, lower Sozu was really sus to me. So I actually cut the Aka first. And then the last one, I still didn't have a Genbetsu. So on the last tile, I finally pushed my 2-pin Suji on it. On the last tile, I just happened to deal in, and that kind of just pissed me off a little. I avoided playing that 2-pin for so long, and it ended up dealing in, right? And then afterwards, I wanted to talk about that Chun deal in, right?
Yeah, that one was.
I actually
nice.
misclicked for the Chun. I had my hand off my mouse. I was at Ishan 10 with like a Ipeiko and maybe a possible Pinfu if I drew a 7-so, I believe. So this is an East 3, right? I had an Ishan 10, but I had a Penchan as one of my thing. 7-so was looking pretty good because there was a 6-so pawn. However, I already knew that there was something happening in my Shimo side, right? I didn't know if he was Tenpai or not, but like, he was cutting pretty middle tile. I wasn't actually watching Sumagiri there, but something was happening. And then I had my mouse off the mouse, my hand off the mouse, and then when I put my hand on it, I accidentally right-clicked and just instantly Sumagiri'd.
Aru.
Yeah, and then I just Sumagiri'd the Dora and I dealt in. And then suddenly my point situation were pretty hopeless. And then afterwards, I believe it was South 1? South 1, yeah. You know, nothing was happening. I was trying to develop my hand. I had an SSK going on, and then I took the immediate tempo waiting on the 3-so Dora. Yeah, I took the tempo waiting on the 3-so Dora because it was the last row, and I was in a desperate point situation. I didn't know whether or not I was going to get to tempai, and even if I did, I had to win off something. It was going to be really, really difficult. I thought, okay, I might as well just take the tempai. And then Shimo Richi, Kami Tsumogiri chasing Richis, right? And then I'm just like, okay, what the fuck? So, but I wanted to keep my tempai. I ended up cutting my 2-so, being in a no Yaku situation, just trying to be tempai points because I was really far behind at this point, and I was pretty desperate to cling onto any kind of points I could get. So I cut the 2-so. It was a bit dangerous, but I ended up just cutting the 2-so anyways. But then I drew the another 4-so, which was the Richi decoration tile of Shimo. Genbetsu to Shimo, and then Kami Tsumogiri Richi'd after seeing the 4-so Richi. So I was like, okay, well, if he's waiting on the 4-so, I swear to God, I'm gonna like go cry or something. And it was the 4-so wait, and I just
But
at this point, I thought like.
But in fairness, also at this moment, you could have cut the 5-so because it was K10 either way. You didn't have a Yaku, right? So it doesn't really matter like what tempo you take. Right,
I did actually. Yeah, okay, I see that now. I totally missed that. Wow, the 5-so was played right
you
before.
got this tile back so quickly that like it was like almost like this has to be safe, but we were just like, wait, but the 5-so?
Yeah, I saw the Sumagiri Richi and I knew that like the 4-so could be a wait, but I just YOLO'd it. But by this point, as I said, well, aside from just like things happening that are unlucky, which is whatever, you get unlucky in Mahjong, that happens. You know, the misclick on the Chun deal-in, that really hurt me a lot. Just mentally, so I guess I just thought like, well, whatever, Genbetsu to 1. I'll just play it. Like I need the tempai points anyways. I'll just play it. So yeah, that was definitely a misplay. definitely should have played the 5-star. So that was really my bad on the deal end.
And then,
And then
the big boy of the evening.
yes, there was a 9-man Chitoi Tenpai that I could have taken. Guaranteed Chitoi Tenpai on a Tanki. If I just cut 2 tiles and the next draw, it would have been Tenpai. So I had to make the decision. Am I willing to do a Chitoi, Richi Chitoi, and hope for like a Tsumo with 2 Ura for a Hanuman? Or do I take the Sananko to Yakuman? And then with the current point situation, you know, if I don't hit any Ura, or if I don't hit any Ura, the hand value is just not there, right? So at this point I was like, well, whatever, I have 2 Ankers already, I'll get the Sun Anker if anything. So, yeah, I just immediately cut the 9-man. Drew my final Anker, and then I reached it. And I really thought hard about whether or not I'm even going to take the Ron. I think I probably would have, just because it's a Sun Anker with a Ricci, and then, you know, as I said, my Toyman, Ara was the only person that was like, they were my biggest threat to me, basically. So, and thankfully Ara was 3rd place. So if the Sun Anker does put me closer to overtaking him, then I probably would have just taken the Ron. But yeah, thankfully I actually Ipatsumo on the last on the 7-star, and yeah, I mean this hand just completely saved my life. High skill.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it does have to feel good to basically confirm to advance to the top 8 with a Suanko Tsumo from, I mean, almost negative points, so...
Yeah,
also from a team called Itsu Anko, so, you know, that had to happen.
Itsu Anko.
Yeah, you used up your one, right? You used up your 1 chance. You know how, like, in poker, like, 1 chance? Just once. I'm using my 1.
Yeah. And it was a very, very important chance. Yeah. So thank God the Yakuman came.
That's absolutely awesome. I don't remember the next 2 hands, because I don't remember them being important, if I'm quite honest.
I just fought in well, I was just playing like a bitch at that point. Just first place, I'm chilling. And then I just took Tenpai, my fastest Tenpai, and then yeah, someone Richi'd, and then someone cut Tsuji, and I just runned off it, so.
Nice. I've got nothing in particular to say. How about you two? Dasuke?
No.
No?
I think you like covered all of our points that we yelled at you.
Yeah, pretty much. This was a fiesta. This was absolutely a fiesta game for me. Definitely did not deserve the first place. Probably deserved the last place.
But you know what? Your team is glad for it, and hey, I mean, no, I don't think it's actually possible for you not to get into the top 8 from this. I can't think of.
Hey, is that a
There's still 1 game left, but it would have to be Hindenburg levels of catastrophe
it would
to
be
drop out of the top 8. So.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what's like the lowest game I've ever gotten in my life, and it's about probably like minus like 30,000, like negative 30,000, which in League rules
basically
would be...
where I'm as well there.
Yeah. So like in League rules, that's like what, minus 40, 80, and then you have
80 or
so minus 90,000. Even then, it would I still think you would be in the passing. So.
Well, I'll see. I guess I'll see everyone in the semifinals then.
Yeah.
Yeah. Suanko, Itsuanko, advances with the Suanko.
Very fitting. Thank you so much for coming on and sharing your perspective. That was a good one to commentate. I was screaming a lot. I think.
Yeah. I hope you guys had fun with that fiesta of a game.
I know I had a lot of fun.
Alright, well.
Alright, thank you
Thanks
so
for
much
the interview.
Best of luck in this. Pretty much best of luck in the
Good luck to you guys. Yep. Good luck to you guys with the commentary as well.
Thank you. Alright, see ya.
Thank you. You're the first one to say that.
Yeah.
Sure, it's like I've never been thanked in my life.
Keep up the
so
good work.
true.
Thank you. All right, so we got one game to spectate left. So I'm just gonna click into it because it's still only in South 2. Oh my
Still in
god.
South too.
What
Dang.
the hell? All right, we got plenty to
What are we
talk
gonna-
about. So, this one is the interesting one because it's the one that has very little impact on the top 8. So it's Iligo, who's in the Golden Shun, who's like
Dead.
dead. They're dead. Okay, they're 14th, so last place. Big Belly, who is in
Dead.
Junkin Ron, who is also dead in 13th place. Warm Rain, I believe, is in Itchy Richie Fingers, who's in 12th place, which is dead. And we have Nano, who's in Ron Devil Run, who's in 4th place. So they're almost certainly passing into the top 8. I actually think it's impossible for them not to go into the top 8.
It's certain. They are basically only playing to
advance,
get some more points, ideally.
So
You know, I actually have been wondering, with all the people that you have right now, like, what do we have? Do you have like 14 teams with like 4 people each this season?
No, some have 5, some have 4, some have 3. It's a very
Okay, so you have like 62 people.
yeah.
Or is there ever any like what's the word? Is there ever any like things of like doing like an individual like standing tournament at the end of like the actual tournament?
So we were in discussions about something related to that, but I'm not gonna say anything because I don't want to be called out. If
You heard it here.
I can all I say is there are
Confirmed. Write the
discussions.
articles.
Oh my god! But there are discussions on something cooking in the mix, but I won't make any guarantees because it, we got a huge
Guaranteed by Jay.
I hate you so much. So this one, we have 3 players who are essentially playing for fun, and we have one person whose points actually matter. Like whether she gets first, second,
that's
third,
Nano.
or fourth. It's
It's
just
a deal
about
right
getting
now,
a
and
points.
that's not unimportant. And I mean, they are right now in 2nd place to get 1st place with a possible Shinitsu.
Shinitsu Dora 18,000 point hand. Let's go.
And then, but Big Belly's got Chundora 3.
Yeah, but you're right.
Yeah, but does Big Belly have dreams?
But it does rely on getting that Chun, and it's going to come out from Nano if the Chan actually progresses to a Chinitsu, but they could also just draw the Chun and then they have Onitsu Sun, so...
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh, it just itself. Alright, Big Belly. We see where you're coming from. Okay. You're well understood here.
Chi!
Wait, no. Ishan 10, Chinitsu,
Con
1.
Con for
fun?
teams.
No. Damn. If there
Wait,
were
that is a team, right?
What?
Oh no, there's no Con for Fun team. Darn.
No, there's no Car for Fun this season, unfortunately.
But I would have made their hand into a Hanuman.
Senpai!
Yeah, Tenpai, Kanchan Tuso for Chinitsu Itsudora 1.
And Tuso, I'm 2 left in the wall. It's not really
that
out of the question here.
3 2-pin draw is like hurting him now.
Yeah, that's true. They have made that choice to go for the 5-8 man instead. Despite pins looking relatively cheap, but I mean 2 E-pin were already out at that point, so maybe perhaps a little bit understandable.
This is just
still.
fun. This is just a fun game. I'm not gonna lie. Like, even though like,
Hit him with the chair.
All right, better
Get him a
Ishan 10 for
body
Big
bag,
Belly.
yeah!
Better Ishan 10 for Big Belly. Still a manga.
The 5-8 man weight they chose is getting to be a little bit down in the dumps, but I could still call 7 man or 7 pin, so
and that 8 man
near
looks,
the end of the world.
Wait.
Oh wow. That's just not floor 7, so wait.
Yeah,
Huh.
so but you eat up so many of your. I mean, I guess it's equally as live in the wall, technically.
I mean, from their perspective, it's 4 tails. It's 4 tiles rather than I guess 3 that they can see.
2
But,
because they chewed one too soon. They see what in big bellies.
It's pretty ballsy by illegal. They're like, hey, you have Chinitsu or something, Honitsu overflow? I don't care. Eat so. I don't respect you.
It plays into that, we're just playing for playing.
Or maybe they're huge fans of Nano and they want that team to get more points.
Oh, Tenpai for Warm Rain. 9-7 Shabo.
9-so is going to get... 9-so is very scary for illegal right now.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
2-so is Suji for Big Belly.
It's okay, 2-so doesn't deal in anyway.
It doesn't deal in
Not anymore.
2-so's safe tile, by the way, because it was cheat.
Oh, yeah, sorry. It's the opposite Genbutsu. It's just scary against the dealer opening Chinitsu.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts. 18,000.
I ripped out my headset back to this, but that's a big win.
Ripped out your headset.
I ripped out the aux cord.
Gaming! High quality commentary.
But, okay, so that's a huge win for Nano. And, hey, Nano is now floating in points.
Whee!
Woohoo!
Let's see. Junkin Ron is currently in 4th, so this first right here could bring him into 2nd place overall.
Yeah.
So after the cutoff, do they lose what, half points?
I'm gonna double check that.
I believe. If I'm understanding this correctly, then from the semifinals to finals, they do half them, but from this to the top 8, they play with their current scores.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. But there's a seeding
Well, that's what it says in
so we have
that's what it says in the information page. I don't really know. I only do guest commentary.
This is pretty big then, if taking it first right here, because even if the points are getting halved, then getting up to like 300 points going into the final 8 games is not like super safe still, but at least it's like a pretty decent margin.
Yeah, I mean, we're again in the scenario points are points. Not like
points are points.
Nano's team has no chance of not getting into the top 8. So it's just points are points. Take as much as you can from these other players.
Exactly. They've already lost their dreams. Just keep beating them up. Like, kick them.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. Just like in real life.
Yeah. There's actually a pretty interesting thing. I think you guys... this is a thing that happens in, like, M-League a lot as well. It's like, what do you do when you're the team that has no hope? Like, what is the polite thing to do?
Well,
the polite thing? Yeah, who cares? Like,
just play. Well, that's what I think, right?
Personally,
I don't really think it's polite to just like fold from the first discard or something silly like that.
Yeah, well, because like I guess like putting it like another perspective, if you do that, you're hurting someone else. So for instance, like if you are like folding, you're helping the people that have like less points and are trying to catch up to the people that are like super high. So you're actually hurting the people that are like super high in points. So if you do just play for yourself and you're just like, okay, I'm just gonna like play like normal, then
like normal.
that is like adhering to like, okay, that helps like the first place teams and not as much as the teams trying to catch up to first place. But if you fold completely, that helps. That's like does the opposite. That like hurts the first place teams and helps the people that are trying to get up to first place. So if you're trying to maintain the status quo by doing whatever you're doing, then just playing like normal is actually better than folding because you're not maintaining the status quo by folding.
But then, like, so in this scenario, it's a little bit less, right? Because these players should play normal, because if they just keep up completely, no, just racks up points. And that's a little bit BM. But I meant more like, in like an M-League setting, you do see instances where people were like, well, if I'm out of the running, I'm going to sit out and let the other players, fight for their prize money. It happens a lot in M-League.
Well, I guess it's like...
But yeah, but I don't agree with that.
Yeah, same. And it's also... Right? Well, it's also like a very specific situation. So like in M-League, they are fighting for like, like those top 3, right? So... And let's say you are like in the final game and you're the 4th place team, and you're like, hey, whatever happens here, we'll decide who gets like that money, right?
Yeah.
You can back out in that final moment and like hey, let yourselves fight for that money. But like I mentioned, even though it looks like you're like choosing to do that, and by doing that, you are letting them like determine who the winner is to be very impartial. That's not actually being impartial, right? Because once again, you're helping whoever is trying to catch up to the people that are in first right now. Because if you were just to like like win whatever, you help maintain the status quo of the current points. So I don't know. It's like kind of self-righteous.
Oh my god, Nano.
Yeah, it's like basically
gone.
deprive. You're not. You feel like you're not making like the decision, but you are.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Nana tossed her Sanchoku Ishanten and drew into an Itsu Ishanten. So... Oh my god.
Sure, why not?
Oh my god.
Just another upgrade.
Do it.
Ooh.
Wow, that one.
I love it.
Massive
Well,
greed.
I guess.
Massive greed. Run away with the points, Nana. Run away with the points.
Love it. Because like even if you do, yeah, I love that. Like that's so cool. Because like you want that Itsu, right? Because you don't have any other value. And even if you do drop like the 6, yeah, your Ukiere is higher, but it's gonna be Richinomi anyway. So dropping the 1 mon maximizes your Itsu Ukiere. So yeah, 10 out of 10. Good drop. Good drop.
Because I figured you obviously you don't want the Richinomi, but I figured your Itsuki would still be about the same. But
it wouldn't because so look, if you do drop the what's it called? Well, it wouldn't. So if you do drop the 6 mon, you can take in the 1, the 2, and the 3 mon, right? Those are the 3 tiles that you gain from that. But
Right.
1 mon is you can already see like a few of them out. 2 of them out. So we got 1 mon left. 2 mon at that time they could see still 3 of them, so that's 4 tiles. And then the 3 mon they could still see 3, which is 1, 2, 3, 7 tiles. In comparison, if they do keep drop the 1 mon, then they could take in 3 of the 3 mon, 3 of the 6 mon, and then from their perspective they can see 3 of the 7 mon, which is 9 tiles in total. And also their ending shape, even if they do draw the 6 pin, would be the 6-7, so that gives them a better end shape and better Ukiere to actually get into Tenpai. Check and mate.
You said a lot of words, and I processed very few of them.
No, he's right though.
So
this is what happens when you do like the efficiency simulator every single day.
Every single day for yes, exactly, yes. This is what you gain from it. Completely useless knowledge because the game will be like, I'm not going to give you those tiles. And you're like, the game? It's the most tiles. And like, no, actually your opponent had all those tiles that you were just naming. In reality, your other weight that you denied was actually like all on the wall. You messed up.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, the counterpoint to what you said is that like nobody else, like you see all of these Ingwan and Nianwan, so very low chances of anybody else having those. Which was also the case here, but yeah, from a pure perspective of what tiles they could still see, which is also the situation you have in the efficiency calculator, then yeah.
So Tenpai, as a 7 so, 6 9 so, 9 so is no Yaku, so 6 so Atazuke for Tanya Dora 1 for Warm Rain.
Ishanten, or I'm sorry, 1 tile on the wall currently. But it's an Onaten, so if there is a like double run or something, then GG.
No, it's
Atsuke, yeah.
As Nano says, I have enough. I don't want this temper anymore. I want to go to bed.
I want to go to bed. Good choice. Good choice.
Nanaka being like, yeah, you know what? I think it's a good time for sleep.
Because I mean, in this situation, everybody else has to wait for that game to finish, so everybody's just waiting this game, and Nano's just like, take easy, man. I mean, oh yeah, it's some 500 all. This is like Jesus Christ.
Versus Jesus Christ.
Wait, sorry. Someone's saying that I'm muted. I can't tell. Like,
well, I can't tell either. But I mean, I could listen to the stream for a moment, but.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep talking, but my OBS says that I'm fine.
Oh no, 3 months. Oh, they push it. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Taking the Tenpai.
We go into South 4. Dora is the 9 so. It's hard to commentate this kind of game. I think you could just commentate it with regards to like just Fun?
Yes, no, yeah, give us a Hatsunumi. Woo.
Commentating in regards to Yakuman potential. Still Big Belly with the Suanko. We got Nano with that X Shanten. All green. Let's do this. Okay. Let's see. Illegal looking for that Suanko, and Warm
Big
Rain
Belly,
looking
Kokoshi,
for
Shanten.
Technically, yeah, it is 3 Shanten for a Suanko. I mean, for a Kokoshi.
But Hatsunami.
All green. Here we go. Let's go. Only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tiles away.
Oh, and we have a Suiso potential for Big Belly.
Shanten from
Suiso, you have to. No, they can't cut the Su. So yeah, thank goodness. It would be bad anyway, but.
Oh, Kokoshi 2 Shanten.
Yeah, Kokoshi 2 Shanten.
Kokoshi 2 Shanten.
But 17
Let's
might,
see. Oh no, they ruined their.
They ruined their Ruiso. Oh no.
That's sad. So Big Belly now is the only one allowed to win. And
Warm Rain going for Chanta? Junchan maybe?
Oh, that's not a Yakuman. Sorry.
Oh, it's not Yakuman?
Chanta Dora.
Alright, we have.
Doesn't go for Atazuke. 5 So Chi, 2/5 Hatsunomi.
Shanten for Kokoshi!
Wait a second.
See Shanten. One East still left in the wall. Which Einmon looking relatively live here.
Yeah, East and Ninemon. Ninemon is currently still 3?
Wait a second.
Do it, Big Belly.
Oh, now it's gone.
Oh no! Wait, keep it. Oh, dreams are dead. GG. Alright, okay. End it, Nano. Go to sleep. It's boring now. There's no Yakuman.
Big Belly can just like pull the cable now. Big Belly is disconnected from the game.
Oh my god.
Is that when you just like when you're Big Belly? Do you just like go for like Tenpai payments? With
Yeah, you go for Tenpai payments on the Kokoshi Tenpai. Yeah, it's exactly.
And you
what
Korichi.
Waiting on the 3, 6.
You're just gonna have a dealer repeat in this game?
Oh dear. Oh, that's a deal in.
Oh, that's for sure going to deal in. Like,
That's
what
a
other
deal
choice?
Oh.
You're out of your fucking mind.
God play. That's a God play.
He's even 40-10.
Oh, that's a God play. Oh, that's so. Oh. Oh my God, this is Galaxy Brain right here. This is
Holy.
You can't do it now. Come on, you can't do it now.
No, yeah. She keeps up.
This is so Galaxy
Like
Brain.
man.
This is so Galaxy Brain. Oh my God. Oh my God. She's.
You are actually kidding me with that 4-1 drop.
Oh, she's. Oh.
Can we make the players write a report on what they thought about that 4-1 drop? Can we ask for homework?
Ho player can't believe this drop.
Yeah.
Oh, and Sumo.
Oh, and holds out in time for Rain
out.
to get
Warm
that
Rain
and end the game.
Gets it.
Does that get them into 3rd place? Okay. Oh my God, Nano.
So,
Dang.
Nano in 1st place, Big Belly in 2nd place, Warm Rain in 3rd place, and Illegal in last place.
Give us the interview.
That was the most like empty Hanchan. It felt like completely empty calories. There's just nothing that developed from that.
That Formon was so godlike though. What are you talking about?
Well, yeah, but like, why?
Alright.
See, look, I can't even comprehend this. He's like a Hoa player, and he's just like, that was the best move possible. Wait, no, it wasn't. Wait, but why did it work? What? And he's just so confused. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're gonna do? Next Hanchan is gonna start in 3 minutes. We're gonna go on a quick break, just to get some water and clear it out. And we're going to go into the next Hanchan to see who makes the cutoffs for ARMA League Season 3 in the playoff series. We'll be right back.
Unbelievable.
shuttle has cleared the tower. Every 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Hello, hello, welcome back to ARMA League Season 3, Hanchan 35, the last Hanchan of the cutoffs. I'm once again joined by Shory and Dasuke. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Yo.
So, I wanted to bring us in a little bit early. The Hanchans don't start for another minute-ish, because we need to look at this standing. So, top 8 is all that matters. Uni Fan Club, Free Agent Team, UW are the major contenders here, mainly because Urasan don't have any games left, and they're also on 91 points. So, it's a bit hard to lose over 100 points. So, this is interesting, because these two players are teams are on 8th and 9th, and if we look at the schedule, they're both in the same game. So they know exactly what they need, and they both can hit each other, and they know exactly what the other player is on. So this means that this Hanchan is going to be a lot of just, like, they know their exact positions, they know what they need, and they can play a lot more flexibly. The other component is that the player from UW, Ada. So, in a scenario where, say, Uni Fan Club comes 4th, and Free Agent Team comes 3rd, if UW comes 1st, then UW actually makes the cutoffs. So that is another component where they can't particularly be too loose, as pointed out Dasuke pointed out during the interim. So we're gonna go straight into the commentary. We have Unifan in the East seat. Okay, this guy's Discord name is Miku, the one on the right. But I'm pretty sure that translates to "I love Niji-sanji" or "Niji-sanji's the best" or something like that.
Niji-sanji Psycho, I believe. I have to really squint.
Gwil's in the north seat.
I technically agree with.
Gwil's in the north seat and Nifael in the north. Gwil's in the west seat and Nifael in the north seat. Now, the players to look out for this Hanchan are Unifan in the east seat and Nifael in the north seat. Their gap to each other is how much? 56-ish. Something like that.
56-ish.
Something like that. 56-ish. So, how can Nifael catch that up? Well, most of the time, if you're 2 placements above, you'll probably catch that up because you normally have a bit of a buffer. So if Unifan comes 4th and Nifael comes 2nd, that would work. But because first place is so significant, there are a few scenarios where if Nifael comes 1st and Unifan comes 2nd, then Nifael does make it. So they have a huge incentive to come 1st, but if they're coming 2nd and they know Unifan is coming last, they can still do it. So that is...
But it's possible, yeah. They are definitely going to be aiming for 1st place here.
Now, this would be actually really interesting if, let's see, Nifael, actually no, Unifan got 4th place. If Nifael got into 2nd place, the difference with just Uma between those is 40,000 points. So if there was just enough, 16,000 point difference between the two, they don't even need a 1st. That would be enough to get in. But if that does happen right there, then there's a very, very decent chance that UW can just come behind and be like, "Yo, the winner's actually me." Which would be really fun.
Yeah,
actually interesting. I would have loved to see the Dora Pon from Nifael here, but not going to happen.
No Dora Pon.
Ooh. Tenpai for Gwils, Ton 6-man for Onitsu Dora 1 Takeme Ton versus the 4-7-so, which is surprisingly dead. It's a 4-so Penchan.
Right. Can't believe you have Otaku in this, in your Mahjong community. Unbelievable.
Kotaku.
Can't believe you have Otaku. Can't believe you have an Otaku in your Mahjong league.
Otaku? Singular?
Wait, I'm so confused. What is that?
Hey, he's making a Niji-sanji reference because, Shory watches a lot of VTubers.
Oh, okay, I see. Right, yeah. Okay,
I wouldn't say a lot.
Wow. Sorry, you're trying to pull an otaku reference on Jay, who's a normie-ish guy, and
nice. Rishi
yourself.
Yeah, I got rejected.
Or I'm gonna call them
anyone the hand.
I'm gonna call them Miku, right? Or you can call them Miku or Niji-sanji, whatever you want to do. But yeah, that's a nice little win. Doesn't deal into the Mangan from Gwils.
And got a very nice starting hand here as well.
Can we call them Nichi-san?
Nichi-san, okay, that's a good name. And I mean, looking at their starting hand right now, they're in Ishanten for a hand that's at least Dora 3, but could even be bigger.
I mean, Niphael is Ishanten for like Chitoitsu, right?
Oh, yeah, they are. And meanwhile, Unifan is
Also,
Ishanten for Nipeko. And yeah, Grills is just looking there like, although actually,
Ishanten for
dual Ishanten.
Ishanten for Ipeko and Chitoi now. She on
That,
the
like-
6-so, Tenpai for Gwills, 8-so for Itsudora 1.
That like doubled their Yukiri.
Oh, it's
Hey,
Tenpai.
Tenpai! Dama?
Daba? Rishi?
Dama?
well, it's-
Wait,
Dama!
Wait, 6-pin! Okay, think about 6-pin, right?
Yeah, no, it's
You would be Ishanten for a Rion Peiko Junchan with Richi. That's like a 12,000 point Ishanten hand right
Oh.
there. But I guess we'll take that.
Yeah.
Chitoi on me.
I guess we'll take the Chitoi.
Yeah, okay, Chitoi on me. Pretty significant for Unifan. Unifan does basically want to avoid last if possible. Like, even if Unifan takes like about 3rd place, as long as Niphael doesn't come first, then UW would need like a miracle to make it.
That's saying if they don't come first. Like, I mean, yeah. The difference between right now between UW and Uni is currently
50, 55-ish, 56-ish, something like that.
76.7.
Wait, UW.
So-
okay, yeah.
Yeah. Or oh wait, that's UW. Yeah, UW. So if they do, let's say Uni's like, okay, I'm gonna confirm that I'm over FA, but they do take like a 3rd place or something.
Hmm.
A 3rd place is still what, -10 base UMA, and they'll probably lose like, you know, some more. So let's just say like -15. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's basically a kind of not even just like any 1st place from UW would be enough to overtake them.
yeah, would have to be the condition would actually be quite rough. So it's quite possible that we're going to see Uni play a bit more defensively than usual. No
Is that
problem
another-
at 7, so either.
Is this going to be another Chitoi from Unifan?
Well, you know,
Hey,
if you're playing
they're-
defensively, then maybe sometimes you just get into these cheat toys at 10 by.
They're reading their flow. It's like Suchita says. It's like, you know, if you have like really good flow, you're going for like, you know, like your Penfus, your like Tanyaos, you know, all that fun stuff. But when you don't have that flow, no, you just gotta like accept what you have in life and go for Chitoy.
Mm-hmm.
We see Tenpai for Israel, who wants first place the most out of everybody here, but actually breaks it up now for
It's
a better Pinzu shape, and that's a little bit surprising considering any out there will put them in 40-10.
literally.
Tenpai
Actually,
Yeah,
no.
literally.
A 5-pin is okay.
Oh, yeah, okay, fine. 5-pin would actually not do.
Tenpai for Gwills on the 3-pin. For
I guess
Tanya
2-pin they could also draw, but at that point it's not really even an upgrade.
Oh, Khan. Oh, Tudora.
And the Kun, so
What?
screw that noise about me talking about if I'm playing, you know, I'm playing a bit more passively. They Kun with no chance of you. They don't even have a Yaku.
You did say that earlier. I'm like, does Uni have like a defensive mode? I don't know. I don't think I've seen that.
Well, obviously, they're a little bit more familiar with Uni from the Uni fan club.
Wait,
Now
what's
trying to
Rudy?
hide
Oh,
staring
Niji
at it.
Sanji is now in an awkward position. If they get the 8-mon especially, they might be screwed.
They're gonna deal in, yeah. If they draw the Amon, which currently the 8-mon is no, Amon's
no,
dead. Okay.
it's dead. Never mind. Okay,
Like,
so
they
the head is
can
gone.
see-
Like,
they can see that it's
They
dead.
dropped it.
Yeah, they dropped
the
it. They
8-mon.
can see all
So-
four. Like they won't. They're not gonna backtrack on that.
Yeah, 5-8 so Tenpai for Niphael, Chundura 1.
No
He doesn't
chi.
call that after calling the Kun, so
What? No chi.
Chi 8 so draw shifts the deal
what's
entirely.
the 8 so? My god,
Deals in. Go
what are we
continue.
witnessing?
This is an awesome Tompusen, everyone. Woo, all right. These hands are so cheap. I need blood. I need sadness. I need like despair.
It might come later. It might come later. It might come as like these players like as we get into the south, and then Nifio has to start like sniping a little bit, right? Because he has to be like,
Sniping.
I
No,
can't
this
just.
is
Nifio needs to kill everyone. He does.
This is
Like
a very, very big hand for Nifile because this is one of their 2 precious dealerships, and I mean they sort of have the hand to back it up right now. I mean, this hand might be cheap, but it might also be like Ichi-san Anko.
hey, technically Suanko is still technically available. Actually, that's gonna be hard with those East. Yeah.
Well, yeah, because
Oh,
pretty
that's
much
not happening
all of their draws would get them to like a San Anko Tenpai first, so yeah, they keep the Akadora around for a little bit, so hoping for an upgrade around that, which
Now
the
this
four,
might
five,
be kind
six.
of funny if drop the 6 again, so you can take in the 2-mon.
Wait, why wouldn't we go
Okay.
for the 4-5-6 sound trigger chance?
because the Dora's probably likely.
Wait, but
Oh.
like, okay.
So this might actually be kind of interesting if Nifio does declare Orichi, because Niji-san might fold with the East.
You
Technically
mean the
possible.
north? Can we just
ARMA
clarify
is-
that?
yeah,
North. You said
They're
it
a win.
was.
They blow. I can't keep track of all these wins. There's too many of them.
It's exactly somebody who just started playing Mahjong would say. Well, these weird fucking kanji, you know.
It's a kanji, right? I'm already ahead in that I didn't say it was a dragon, right?
Oh yeah, true.
Technically,
what is happening? What is happening with Nefel's hand?
Sadness.
I think the ISO as well.
Well, because they drew the 8-mon, so they had that 7-mon intake, and so they switched that out for the Shabo.
Oh yeah, but it's not good. Like,
I mean, it's not good, but what is good?
Especially
like,
not now, because 2 of the 7 already.
The entire hand is really sad after like the 5-so draw anyway, so it's just like, yeah.
Alright, 5-8 pin Tenpai for Gwills on the Tanyo Dora 1, I believe.
Yeah, and that is probably the most likely outcome at this point.
But
Well, Uni, going to Ishanten, but they just cut the E1, so now the 2-1 is looking like it's not going to have anything to do with the hand anymore.
And they cut it.
They just cut it. Not afraid of anything.
why would you be afraid?
Well, because
I'm not afraid.
you don't get a 4th place, you advance, but what am I even saying?
Sasuga Tenho Scrub. They're just worried about avoiding 4th place. Ooh, scary.
Would it be a Dasuke commentary without Dasuke insulting Tenho players?
Yeah, especially me.
Especially sure. Oh man, I kind of want someone to make that as like their what's it called? Their Halloween, like dress up as a 4th place.
No.
Air Tenho players. Calls for the K10.
K10.
I can't say I don't like that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and that is, I mean...
9-so?
No,
No,
okay,
9-so. There we go.
Keeping it around for now, and I mean... Uni at this point has decided that they don't want to fight anymore after the call from the dealer.
This is kind of bad for Niji. Where are they going to go with this? They're just going to fold. Okay.
Okay, we're seeing... Whoa, not K10. Not K10. He's still going for Yaku.
Well, probably most likely skipping the turn of the dealer there.
So
could also be a consideration, because from their perspective, that person might have Yaku, and that decision is going to pay off right away as their rival gets their dealer turned crushed.
As we go into South 1 with points that are pretty close to a Tompu-san. This is literally a Tompu-san, like literally.
Yeah.
I hope you go into a situation where we could have just ignored.
I hope you've been playing runs to East only like Akadora games lately, because that's exactly what this is at this point.
Why are you doing that? Oh, whatever. as Uni gets into an Ishanten on their dealer turn on the 3rd or the 4th turn.
Where's the value, Shory?
Sorry?
Where's the value?
Well, I don't really need that much value, but I mean, they could take in an AK5 pin, they could take in an AK5 pin. Those are both still on the wall, so that's maybe where the value could come from. But as the dealer, any hand you have has value, so you know.
Interesting draw for
Oh,
Niphael.
Tempai.
Speaks on the
Dama.
A Dama for Uni now. That is an interesting choice. What do you make of that?
Dama, because they want to draw
feel
the
as
4
though
bar.
like
They
I
wanna
would
draw
do
the 4
this,
bar.
and then like Niphael would just like Richi and Ipatsumaran as like Tsumogete Richi to chase after them.
Yeah, that is
Okay.
basically how these things go. Yeah. Honestly, they might be looking at dealing into their.
Still
Okay, now
Dama.
Richi.
Okay, well, still Dama.
I guess they really want that Formon.
They're greeting it all the way
Is
to
that
the
something
bank.
that Uni would do? But I mean, even the Haku, like you still see 2 Haki that are not called, so you clearly have the biggest, baddest hand in the house.
Aka 5 mana draw for Gwils, puts them into 3/6 mana for Tanya Dora 1.
1, 2,
We see-
3, 4,
oh,
5,
never mind.
6. 2 tiles versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 tiles. So right now Gwil's hand is actually a little bit better with tiles on the wall. File is just like, where's my Tempai?
Yeah, they're in dire straits, even though they have what should ostensibly be a relatively good.
Okay, so Niji Sanji
Shantan.
folded very quickly, so I'd be very surprised. Okay, cool. I was gonna say, I'd be very surprised if the 6 bar came out. Because they were folding.
2v2 now.
Yeah. Most likely in their points addition where they're already through, they're only going to be winning the hands that they absolutely
Colicon! Do it! For chaos!
3
No,
sword.
it would be funny, that would also be bad.
K-turn for Niphael. Niphael not letting any free points go if possible. Oh boy.
Well, and this is a situation that's doubly good for Unifan, really, because they got rid of their dealer turn, which, since they went with Dama, I mean,
see, like that right there, that they got rid of their dealer's turn. Like that is Tenho talk. Like a dealer
I
turn.
don't agree with it. I would have called Richie a long time ago.
I'm gonna take that sumo and someone's gonna hurt me. No. This is M League. This is like, yo, get first place, like solidify our win over like Niphael. Like, no, you need that dealership to like destroy everyone. But now, look at this. A single hand.
That's what I've been saying. As Niphael gets into an early Ishantan, but you know, where's the value?
I mean, with the points this tight, even reaching some Pinfu would be a huge thing.
Yeah, reaching some Pinfu with 1 Urador would actually get them into first place. So
I do want to point out the Chun Haku Junchan or something like that in Toyman.
I'll believe it.
I'd be very surprised if they get a Chun Haku Junchan, but
oh god, they drew a 2-pin.
Okay, they potted. Alright, they go for the cheap one. They just want to get out of here. They want to get out of here.
Niphael
Tenpai
boys!
2 5-7 for Richidor 2.
3 5 is disgusting, but they just drop it. Probably not considering that.
Richi, Ippat, Sumo, Dora! Now this is actually absurdly fun now, because that situations that I was mentioning earlier about UW just needing first place to actually go and overtake Uni and Niphael could actually occur very easily now. Because
and the other thing, which is that like Niphael didn't need a first place, right? Niphael could have just can settle for getting a second place with the 16k point gap between them and Unifan. So like them having the last deal is not even so bad.
As for me, I'm just staring at Unifan as Niji Sai got that he puts somewhere as the dealer, and I'm staring at Unifan like, why can't he be more like him?
Well,
never try to appease Shory. It's impossible.
Well, look, it's just like Uni right here sees the situation and they're like, oh, I better call quickly to end this game right here.
Yeah.
But with like 2 simple draws, Niji could just like destroy them and forever with a Riichi as they deal into the Ipatsu, and they
Well,
just
I don't mean this hand. I mean like the hand where they didn't call Ichi in the Minpin Aka. This hand is fine. I think I actually agree with this pig call. That's just a good
and I'm
call.
going to show you why you're wrong, Shory. I'm going to show you why you're going to
Didn't you just agree with me?
No.
Did you just
Dasuke was
change your
talking about
opinion?
Dasuke was talking about the hand before. Oh, you guys are
Okay,
talking about
well,
different
fine.
things, aren't you? I don't know. This is so weird at this point. You guys just fight. You guys are just fighting because you want to fight. Like that. I'm just settled with that.
He doesn't even know what he's mad about.
I'll
Okay,
tell you what I'm mad about. Oh, I'm mad about that. 1,000 points. But they're still in third. Oh, beautiful.
All right,
third, but
South
it's not,
3, Dora 3 pin. This is getting like the thing is, if I can get like a huge smoke here, then all of a sudden it's a really interesting South 4 where Nifao needs to like win with a safe margin. And Unifan is
the double none. They call it immediately.
I kind of like that because I actually don't like that. Actually, I hate that. Actually, that's really bad. So if you're just looking at like the base score right now, right? If you're just looking at this game alone, that's a great call. Awesome, amazing. If you're looking at the actual differences between the FA team and Uni team, which is like 57,000 points, that's a horrible call. Like even if there is a difference between like even if Uni falls into 4th and Nifio gets into 2nd, they still need 16,000 point difference between them.
Yeah,
So,
it's not even like
yeah.
it doesn't really work. I mean, they're putting everything on their last dealer turn, but they would have that anyway. So, like that dealer turn is coming in this rule set. So, I'm not really a huge fan of that.
Same.
Oh, 5-8 so being eaten up.
Wait, what is this hand?
What the hell is that? That's technically
Tenpai.
Tenpai. 5 Fitsaki, let's go! Let's go!
They have some very, very funny draws here, so.
Oh my god, but look at Glill.
That is
like...
one of the funny draws. That is one of the funny draws. No?
Reaching?
And now we can actually,
yeah, you just reach it that way. Yeah, that's not yo. It's like 2-5-3-6 or something like that.
Yeah, it was even a possibility since you technically have a pin 4 on 3 and 6, so yeah, the weight is so much wider with a Ricci, and a lot of it is blocked off with a Forso, so very reasonable Ricci here.
Uso is out right there. We got 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 so in the wall. 5-so is dead, so there's only 1 weight in that wall right there. Since 5-so is dead, the 8-so still has 3 in the wall for Niphael, so 1v3 right now with those 2 in Tenpai. And hey, look who just joined with waiting on 1-4 is dead, but 1-so's 3 in the wall, so this is 3v3v1.
3v3v1. I really like that 3-pin cover in Niphael. He's definitely like taking a stand against his. Oh my god.
Oh my god. The one.
Oh, and it deals in. Okay.
The 1-1.
Restore
Mahjong's rigged. Mahjong is rigged.
Okay. So now it hinges on how good Niphael's opening hand looks. That is pretty good.
Well,
that is pretty good.
Reasonable. But it's not even reasonable, like...
how good the other people's hands are, which... Uni's not bad.
No, Uni's definitely not bad, although it's a little bit...
It's a little bit
painful. It's not great. It really depends on the next draws.
Okay, there we go. 1-so, 1 mon, and there we go. Good, 3 mon. There we go. Tanya, let's go. Ooh,
see, now here's the thing, is that for Niphael, I don't think he should call this Tenpai, right?
He should probably not. Yeah. Because you need that 16,000 point hand, and if you do, just call for like a cheap whatever hand. Like if Uni declares like Ricci or something, then okay, maybe. Yeah. But before that, it's like you can't pass up this hand because this is the hand right here. Yeah. You are like literally 2 draws away from like securing your like 8th place, like to get into the top. Like you cannot call this. Yeah. Or you should not call this.
Oh my gosh, and if I was going full greed, leaving the Sanshoku chance completely open. Not anymore, but... Yeah.
But it's not bad. Well, Well, okay.
All
But
right,
even if
all
they
right.
draw, but if they can still draw 3 pen now, which is a Dora.
No, Niphael, no.
It's not worth it.
No!
Chi.
Oh.
Do it anyway. And then drop the wrong. Yeah, whatever. So usually right there, like especially on this board, like you really want to keep that 3/4 mon, right? Because like every single person's like, I hate Manzu. I hate Manzu. It's like, maybe I should hate Manzu too.
And now that he's and now actually Uni making Niphael look like a genius, because now he's actually closer to 10 pi.
1, 2, 3, 4, 4 tiles in the wall. You just have to go. Like, just yep, there we go.
Yeah.
Eat.
This is go
Full
mode.
okay. If you deal in, you're dead anyway. Let's go.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. You just go for it.
And now this is just a game of.
It's just,
Default again,
it's
a game
just
of drawing.
you have to assume that Unifans Richie stick is a donation, right? At this point, you're just like, oh,
you just have to put tape over your monitor where Unifans River is and just
Just drop the
attack.
6,
As
or
they
do
draw
you
Dora, which is not
drop
too
the
bad for
6?
them.
Okay.
Okay.
It's
Oh,
still
another.
interesting.
Oh, Tenpai?
And 10 pi here is confirmed. They're on the same
2-5,
weight.
sorry? They're in the same weight. Is Tamahane is on, so if Gwills deals in, it does go all to Niphael.
Well, I'd be very surprised if that happens, but
Well, yeah, okay, yes, but you get my point in saying it. Okay,
Yes.
if Gwills
Well,
draws
there's one
another one of the weights.
2 tiles left in the wall as they're in a battle to see who draws the quickest.
Oh, my heart is racing right now. I want to see what happens. If Niphael can get this, it's pretty huge. 2k all is like massive.
Yeah, it's they can still take in another Dora as well.
What's gonna happen? Oh, they took another Dora!
Yes.
Oh, they've got 12k hand now.
Potential 4k all victory, which would be
Which would be great, because that would put them in the
Disgusting.
necessary, like... Oh, no, they wouldn't be necessary. They would still need to win another hand.
it's true,
Exact-
yeah. But
happen.
they would be in a much better position.
Yeah.
And still we see 2 tiles left in the wall. And that wall is looking awfully short.
Oh no. Oh no. Like the wall, like a coin flip
Disaster might
will
strike
decide
anyone
everyone's
again.
fates. Oh no.
Doesn't get
Does
it.
it get it?
He has
Does
the
it get it?
Oh, he doesn't
Oh,
get it
okay.
either.
Doesn't get that either, and it's the high take.
High take. I mean, I assume
10 by
that...
chance.
And Niji misclicks. Ah. That would be horrible.
Okay, 2 Temper. Oh, okay, we got another one. Holy shit. Okay. How do these hands look? Not bad from Niphael.
It's not,
Pretty
it's not
bad
the
from
end of the world for
Unifan.
him.
Not bad
Really-
from Niji
Really
Saji.
good for Niji speed wise. That's like
Yeah, really nice.
really
I mean,
good. That's like I don't think anyone can beat Niji.
No.
Why
just
didn't
a
you say
matter of-
that? Why did you just say that? Now, like, Unifan's gonna god draw 5 tiles while Niji gets stuck in his Shanten.
Unifan.
Another really
I thought
interesting.
you were gonna be like, like, oh, more reasonable, like, Tushanta and like Nivile. No. Niji fan.
Ah, okay, Ishanten.
And another, yeah. And if they draw a 3-mana, I don't have to call it Ichi. It's just a Dharma that can kill anyone immediately. I mean, not
Yeah,
kill them, but it ends the game. So
it does. It basically
No,
kills
you need to Ricci, I think. Just like Ricci for like
Stop.
I don't know, for like style, yeah, because like if Uni deals into that just like accidentally, that would be kind of interesting. Hello.
oh,
Hello.
that wouldn't be enough.
He's
Squills is going for
2,000,
a
3,000,
Tozuke?
9,000.
Oh,
If they
no,
do
it's
get the
still-
sumo on this, that
Oh.
is enough to give them. All right, no, it's not because they're not. Uni's not the dealer, but with the reach stick, it is now.
Alright, 2 5-pin.
Oh, that 5-pin's gonna deal in.
2 5-pin, and well,
Oh, that's gonna deal
Oh.
in.
not looking bad.
That's dealing.
Ah, that deals in. Okay.
Yeah.
And with that, Uni.
Ooh.
Da-da-da-da.
It almost feels
Has
like
a really solid chance now.
Yeah. Okay.
Not confirmed yet, but really solid chance.
Yeah,
not
really
confirmed yet.
solid
Yeah,
chance.
isn't it like?
Wait, is everyone's?
Oh yeah, I guess UW could get the the Hanchan of his life.
Let me
from
let me
UW.
DM Miku and see if they want.
Are we not gonna immediately spectate Ara's game?
I
Because,
really
like-
do think that we should
like-
just spectate Ada's game because I need to know
I
if
think
they're
we
in a.
should.
Oh my god, they're first.
Oh, and okay, wait. Now we have to go. We have to calculate like how big they are.
Yeah.
Let's see. So in that last game, how much did Uni end with again?
Like 20k second place, I believe.
Was it 20k? Well, I mean,
Oh, no,
exactly.
it's the 20k. Hang on.
Let's see. I think they're gonna need like 80,000 points right now. Let's check specifics.
Okay, so yes, we do realize that we're going out of procedure by looking at not interviewing, but this is important because, okay, so what was it? It was like +3 points or something like that for Unifan, right?
Well,
that puts them at -36.
Oh yeah, because there is Oka. Because there's like so +5, so -5, -30, so it's like plus.
It's just +3
3.
points.
It's like roughly +3, I think.
Yeah, so there's
So
an
that's
80-point difference between UW.
80. What?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, between
Wait, no,
UW.
80.
Yeah, because Unifan Club is now on -36-ish, and UW is on -116. So okay, yeah, it's an 80-point gap, right?
Let us know in the comments how many points Aura needs.
Yeah. So if Ada.
Oh yeah,
needs,
it's like 80. Okay.
Yeah. So Ada needs a 60k plus first place right now.
Oh,
It's not looking
not
great for
that
it because
impossible.
Not actually impossible. Yeah.
no,
Oh,
this is the last dealership, and well, it's still not impossible, but
Bit harder.
It's
a
a
bit
bit
difficult.
harder.
Even just getting 10 pi is difficult with this board, to be honest, because there's no 2-so left. 5-so is looking bad. 3-pin is looking bad. They draw the 6-man, which is extremely bad.
Oh my god.
But are they going to gamble everything on this dealership or say, no, I can get 40,000 points in the last 3 remaining?
No, they don't need 40,000. They only need 20,000. They need less, actually.
Staring at the 6-man doesn't cut it.
Yeah, because they don't actually need to die on this dealership anymore. They've got such an aggressive... That's a pretty funny. That's a pretty funny Suji joke. But they don't need it. Like, also, it's also a half of what are they aware of? Are they aware that they actually can get away with like a 58k first place or something like that? Because in that scenario,
Probably not.
Mangan Sumo and then 1k 2k or something like that. You're set.
Yeah. Well, they're not going to be aware of it, but they're going to have to realize, I believe, that no matter what happens, like if Unifan gets first place or even a second place, like their chances are down. So they basically just have to gamble that didn't happen.
Well, not in what happened, which is that it was a light second place from Unifan, because that puts it at like you need 78 points or 80 points to progress, and I mean from here getting a +70 first place is difficult, but certainly not impossible.
No, not out of the question at all. We get that Sumo, so that's gonna
that
hang them a little bit.
That hurts.
Ooh, yeah,
that one hurts. Okay, now you're in a stuck position. So now you're going for like Mangan pluses.
This hand though.
This hand is
hey,
this
not
is
out of the question at all.
Hey, this is like a Baimon right here. Like,
are you not seeing that Yuiso?
Are you not seeing the Yakuma Ryuiso?
Neither does Aura.
I can't. No, this is a Baimon. I can't.
Yeah,
I can't
I guess the
how do we get a buy mod from this?
Well, not anymore. We don't.
Well, yeah, they didn't call that. Well, no, if they do call, yeah, there we go.
What are we going? What reach a
just like reach
mention?
Sumo. What? No, just reach it. Yeah, reach it Sumo mention. You don't need Ipatsu. Get out of here. Mention is 6.
What about reach a Patsumo mention Earth-san or something like that?
That's too much. You might as well go for a Yakumon.
Why not add a Suranko on top of that?
Yeah, you might as well go for like a Yakumon if you're going for like a Sanbaimon.
But I mean, it's not out of the question for this hand to turn into a Chinitsu, because that 1 3-man shape sucks anyway.
Yeah.
And if you draw something like a 9-so at a 5-so, your hand would basically turn to a Reaching Nomi at that point. So you're not calling that, obviously.
So is he going to cut the 7-8 man here, actually? Like maybe the 8 man, because the 1 man is safe against Nosti and Abraham?
I hope so. Like, if, okay. A little bit weak. I'm kind of scared. I'm really scared now. I think
Oh,
they're gonna cheap
okay.
it out.
Tondora pair for Nasty now.
Dasuke. I actually think it's
Oh,
Soriki.
that
And
Hatsu.
what did I say about the Ryuiso?
Bro, Hatsu's like almost dead. Get out of here. We don't
Yeah,
need
but it
you.
could still be the pair and the Ryuiso.
Okay,
Sure it can.
but on
Get
one
outta
side
here.
it's
Nope.
Yuriso, on the other side it's like Hatsu Hanitsu, which is too cheap.
Oh, yeah, compared to Menshin, but I mean, Reichitsu or Menhorn with the Kan on the field.
Okay, Abraham is carefully not giving it away. Tenpai for Nosti, Ton 4-pin. Will they reach it or will they Dama it? Will they Dama trying to snipe someone getting cheeky with a Ton? And they will. So if Ado draws a Ton and cuts it, okay, well they may not cut it. Oh,
Ooh,
okay, never mind.
Please just like commit already. Ara, do you have commitment problems? Like it's so good. It's like he's been together for so long. Just tie the knot.
No.
Ah,
Look for him drawing the first one.
Oh my
never mind.
god. Oh, never mind, doesn't matter.
oh, love it.
Okay, well, that's not good,
Yeah,
Ado.
yeah. No, there's and it's turning to be very, very painful here.
It's getting very painful. It's the
I mean,
it's
now
the
they
commentator's curse. We came in and then Ada's flow started turning to shit.
Wow, thanks, Jay.
Yeah, commentator's curse.
I believe you.
Or the source of a great comeback.
I mean, like they're still within a Suanko Tsumo of
Yeah, they're still, and they're totally
place,
not totally out of
yeah.
the question. Even if they only get a manga and Sumaki.
I mean, like I've already seen like one Mangan or like Suanko Tsumo today. Like where I mean, I can see another, right?
Yeah.
Easy.
So
Oh, yeah.
okay, so Ada needs to force the 8-pin usage.
Senpai.
Oh, that's
Or Ibrahim.
Or
Who
or Tumon?
what team is
Tumon? Yes. Oh, that's so cool. Look,
Not
because like
bad at all.
no, this is so amazing because like the 7-pin gives them Sanshoku and Adora, so it's like an increase and like Pinfu.
my
Oh.
god.
Oh my
but
god.
Sanshoku, Dora, and a Pinfu. That's an increase of 4 Han with a single draw right
my
there, and also
God.
3-sided weight. It's just
I don't fucking believe it. I don't fucking believe
Did you-
it.
that's so good. It's just so good, Jay. Look at this. Look at this, Jay.
God.
Oh, delicious.
Oh my
Mm.
god.
Delicious.
Abraham going biblical, nailing the final nail in the coffin for Aura.
I don't
guess it doesn't happen in the
even.
I guess that is
We really did like basically plant like Ada's chances into the ground by watching him.
But I mean, that Sanshoku though, that was just so nice, wasn't it? Just
Well, I
that
mean, they're
denial.
still within Yakuman range, so
Yeah, they are still within a single like sumo of And look, they have 3 pairs. That's like
yeah. But I mean, we have a Tenpai by Nosti, and the 5-pin is in the firing range of that Richi.
ooh. Well, let's see. What would be an awesome draw that would make them drop the 5-pin?
And nothing yet, but like, no, they're probably just going to gamble on getting a Yakuman in the next hand.
I don't even know if they know. Maybe they know at this point, but
Yeah, maybe.
I'm gonna assume that they probably know.
2-pin draw for Abraham. Are they gonna deal in?
Probably.
We've
Yeah.
been
What
wrong
else are you gonna
before.
draw? Look, with all your
look at
safe
that-
piles.
Look at that rip.
We've been wrong before. We've been wrong.
That's true, yeah.
Don't
But I mean,
call it
I really don't
before it
see
happens.
anything that, I mean...
2-bar
oh,
came
God.
out. See? And then he draws the 5-pin. See, we've been wrong before.
And I mean, Abraham's gonna look at that like, yeah, I'm basically a whole player.
I am literally
I'm God.
God.
Like,
Is that fucking what the Matsuri meme? I am God.
Okay, well now I'm legitimately that one I legitimately didn't know. No matter how much we fucking talked about VTubers before. And unfortunately for Ara, this hand is good for anything but a Yakuman.
looks like
this hand
anything
is
but
an
a Yakuman.
amazing hand if we weren't literally fishing for Yakumans.
All right, so do they go for Churen now? Let's see. That Churen's dead. That other
Well, Churen or Daisanga,
is
really.
also dead.
It's depressing when you guys say that the comeback hand is almost like 8 or 9 Shanten away.
No, those are both dead. Like their closest one that they had was the Suanko, which they kind of killed when they dropped the 2 9-sos, and they decided to go for a regular hand.
Well, I mean, at this point, there's
let's see,
still
wait.
Kazuo
What
to
is this
consider
hand?
if somebody caught
All
some
right.
cons.
Let's assume this, guys. Right. All right. First off, we need a con from someone. 8 pins. Okay, that one's dead. Darn. Okay, con's gonna be hard. So let's just assume Richi, Ippat, Sumo. I don't know. Pinfu, Tanyao, Dora, San, Shoku. Does they have Kazuo in M League?
Well,
Not in M League, but we can't turn off Kazuo, so I think there's Kazuo Yakuza.
Perfect. Ura, Haite. Still one short.
yeah. Well, we basically need him to draw way more draw
Or
than that.
what? Wait. Cyber turned down the win.
Simon did turn down the win.
Wait,
Because they're like, I don't want last place.
Wait, what team is
Yeah,
Cyber?
forcing
Cyber
that
is on
22
Tanya
for-
Sensation, which is in. I
Second
guess they
place,
just
I
don't want
believe.
last place. They're second place ever. They just didn't want the last place. Yes.
Yeah.
Even
And
though it'll
other
still
than-
end in last place. I mean, even if they build like what, a toy.
Yeah, so Yako Honitsu Toy, and they need to hit
Yeah.
someone directly. So
Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah, I guess they could.
what's that song cover we need? Min Tanpin Sanshoku Haite Dora Aka Ura.
Well, they need some like con because even if they get like all the Ura and all the Ipatsu, they're still short.
Okay, but how many Nan
Oh wait,
and
no, they
Souths?
here. If they have the Ipeiko, they can do it here.
So what? Draw the 6 pin, cut the 3 pin, draw a 5 pin, reach here, pats to
1,
7 so.
2, 3, 4. They do have the Haite draw right now.
yeah, and then with Ipatsu and Haite.
Yeah, and Ura, and Sanshoku, and Pinfu, and Ipeiko, and this Dora.
Now, unfortunately, it's impossible because they would need 2 more 5-pin, and 2 of them are stuck in other people's hands. But
Oh no, that's unfortunate. And then I was about to say, they could just get a red 5. Oh no, those are both dead now.
Okay,
Oh,
okay. Oh, they take it.
Oh,
Okay.
well. Richi
2,
for the
5,
memes.
8 pin. 2, 5.
Richi, Ippat, Sumo, Pinfu, Tanyao, Dora,
Ipatsu.
Toke. Oh,
okay,
Oh,
well,
well,
where's the Daimon Kan?
it's still a
Yeah,
Daimon.
we know. We need Cyber to draw a
8 pin
Nan,
is dead.
con it, draw a Haku, con it.
Wait, where's Non? Wait, where?
Oh,
wait,
there.
those are still in the wall, aren't they? Oh, it's right there.
One Haku.
Wait,
one Haku's still on the wall.
Haku!
One Haku's still on the wall.
And it's a con now with that chi.
They might actually want to Kan.
Aram gets the what's
Oh,
it called?
probably
Aram
not.
gets the Haite.
Okay, we are relying
Ara
on
gets-
Ara, like, getting it.
Okay, we really need this Haku to come to crazy right now, because if that actually happens, there is a chance that Ara could get a Yakuman here.
Oh my god.
It's a super slim
This
chance,
one
but
is
it's
in the
technically a
Haku.
chance. This single tile.
Oh no!
Cut it, please. Cut it! Now the Haite's in his pond! Okay,
It's possible.
No!
It's possible.
Oh, so close.
So close, and yet so far. Oh, that was beautiful. Oh, thank you, Cyber. Thank you for that con. Absolutely, 10 out of 10.
I can't, like, my thoughts aren't going through anymore. I can't think of anything. My brain is...
Oh,
Okay, alright.
oh.
Okay, I'm gonna bring Miku on for an interview. Okay, because I'm saying the interview. Oh wait, that was the last game, anyways. Okay, because it lets people like.
Last game.
I can't fucking think right now. Like, I legitimately can't think. Like, what happened? Like, everything that we needed, like, happened. And
I really want to look at. I really want to look at the wall on that one to see if it was possible with the tiles that were still in the dead wall. Like, all things considered, I do want to like look at that to just see like, hey, if the order of these like small tiles right here was changed, would it have been possible to get a Yakuman Sumo?
Okay. Well, let's bring on Miku first. Did we actually do the interview? Hello, Miku. Welcome to the interview desk.
Hey, hello. Can you hear me?
Hey.
Ooh.
Welcome. Congrats on your win.
Thank you.
So, did you know, like, so your team was very, very safe, right? But did you know
I know.
how
Our
much
team was very safe.
But did you know how much danger you were putting, like, Unifan and Nifael's team when you were going in? Or were you like, nah, I'm just gonna win, I don't care?
I knew they were in like 8th and 9th place, right?
Yeah.
But I didn't really care. I just want to have fun. So before getting into this game, I had no idea what they were like. How much point they need to like win. I actually didn't know which player is on which team, so.
Alright, well, I guess that makes it fair then. You were like, you know, there's no bias. Things were just at the
Yeah,
way.
I just want to get a top.
Unifan is in the Unifan team.
Yeah.
So, big one is the Hanuman Sumo. I don't think that was too much to this, to be honest.
Yeah, it was pretty straightforward. Richie.
I don't know. This one was a pretty straightforward Hanchans. You just sort of like got the Hanuman Sumo and you just rode it through.
Yeah, for one fold I push. I guess I didn't really push them in.
I think that there were a lot of scenarios in this Hanchans where you were sort of folding very, very, very quickly.
Yeah, I was folding a lot.
Yeah, it would be like if anyone showed any pressure, you folded instantly, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you just want to preserve your first place, or did you not think like, hey, I'm first, screw you guys, I'm just gonna win?
Nah, I wasn't even meant to say like that because I wasn't really screwing around, but I was trying to not to get a 4th or a 3rd place. I was trying to secure 1st or 2nd.
Okay.
And I think that those scenarios where I folded, I was in a secure place, and I didn't really have a good hand to push this right.
Right. Yeah. Like this one is sort of like, yeah, you don't really have anything going into it, so like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, except the high tap. I was considering cutting the.
Oh yeah, you got to this one, and then you paused for about like.
I didn't see any 7 pins, being cut. So.
But you have 3 6 pins.
Yeah, no, 4 6 pins were out.
Oh,
right?
yeah, 4
6
pins. Yeah, Kabe.
It was tempting to cut it, but it meant nothing, right?
Yeah. Especially if you
Like
deal into
Moria,
like the
let's say.
dealer, right? Who like is pushing everything right now.
If I push this and doing Moriyama would be very pissed off.
And then I think just the South 4 was just you pushing forward your Ricci. The very quick Ricci.
It was very easy hand.
Yeah. I think the only debate was if you drew a 3-mon, would you have Damed or would you have Ricci'd?
Considering dealer cheat, I probably would have reached just for fun.
See, Shory? See? He wasn't just gonna dump.
If the dealership didn't cheat that, I probably would have done it, but since dealer opened, I would probably reach it.
I think that's fine.
Yeah. Nah, Shory was convinced. He
I'm
was
not
like,
really...
No?
Well, I mean, I would I didn't say it was out of the question to Tama to like Ichi
It's-
this.
Tama is the right
I didn't
play.
argue my point.
Yeah, the Dama is the right play, but considering there are like Ace has a nice place, I want to add some spice into it.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's totally respectable.
Yeah. Gotta milk them. But yeah,
Gotta make them cry.
congrats on your win. Very nice first place for Ron Devil Rod going into the cutoffs.
Yeah, thank you.
No worries. Yeah, thank you so much for coming on, and best of luck to our team in the future. Yes, you are on my team. I'm well aware I have a bias here.
Gee.
Cycle.
Yes.
Yes, we had a small VTuber chat because I
really?
remember your name was Nichisaji Psycho, and we're like, oh, we don't watch VTubers.
we would never.
No, none of us would ever.
Right.
What's
Yes.
a VTuber?
What is video? I know.
Yeah. But yeah, thank you so much for coming on, and hopefully we'll see you next time on the desk.
Right. Thank you.
Alright, bye. So, we do have our final 8 teams going into the cutoff. So, in first place, AUNSW Wanderers. I think an entirely Sydney-based team. And I think it's been the same team. It was the same team for 2 seasons, and then this season they added Nya to their team. So, like a very,
This team always gets stronger, adding a Nya.
In second place, we have Ron Devil Ron, which we just saw Miku from, and that is my team. It's like 2 Victoria, 2 Sydney, 1 China. In third place, we have Tanya Sensation. I do not know where each of these players are from. I'm not even gonna lie. But Tanya Sensation was here last season, and I think they have a Twitter. I think it's just called Tanya Sensation. In fourth place, we have Tao Dreaming, which is like the Queensland-based team, I want to say. So it's got like Reriel. Yeah, Reriel Gwills. This team has also been the exact same for 3 seasons in a row. Aeromangasaurus, which is... This team is also the kind of thing where like they had the same team for a while, but they kept changing their names. So this one is like Nosti... this team over here, it's like Nosti AKTK. These guys have had the same team set up for like 3 seasons. They just keep changing their team name. Itsuanko with our local admin and constant guest commentator Cheese. So this team over here. This team's a really nice one. So Cheese and Mura are from Victoria. We have Cozy and Queenie from San Francisco. And I don't know where Abraham is from, if I'm honest.
Cause he's from San Francisco? I'm sorry.
Where do you think he was from?
I thought because he was like, I don't know, like somewhere in this time zone, like somewhere around Australia or something.
Yeah, no. Cozy and Queenie are San Francisco, both PML, kind of repping it, and don't remember where Abraham's from. I'm sorry. Someone can yell at me later about that. We have Team Urasan, and this is a mostly Victorian-based team, I want to say. I know these two are from Victoria, so Snowy and Forte are from Victoria. Not 100% sure about SKL or Bapanada. And making the cutoffs is Unistar Fan Club, the team with the unhelpfully named Tenho IDs of these ones. But this is a fairly common team. They had this team from Season 1, I believe, as well. So with 5, Unistar, DC. Not 100% sure about Xtobi. I think so. It sounds familiar, at least. So, these are our 8 teams, and we do unfortunately have to say goodbye to these 6 teams down here. We are very glad they came to join us, and honestly, like, it's been quite an honor, because these teams are very international. UW is 100% Singapore. Junkin Sumo and Junkin Rong are 100% UK. I think Ichirichi Fingers is like at the it's not the Adelaide team. It's like a mix. It's like a mix of like UK and some Australians, I believe. No, something like that. And then the Golden Shun was this like really, really big international team. You have like 1 Australian, 1 from I remember someone told me like the setup. It was like 5 different regions of the world because there's an international Mahjong server. And they just got like people from all around the world, and like, you know, they played their own kind of like little playoff to get into it. So this was like a really, really international team, and so we're really glad to get that kind of people being really excited to join us. So yeah, we want to thank these guys for for really like coming in and just like playing in the ARMA League. It's quite an honor to like, you know, have people from around the world join us.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's like 32 Hanchan or whatever. It's actually more than that. So quite a commitment they made. And
Exactly.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and I want to take this time to thank the admin staff who work really tirelessly to like make everything run. So tonight we had Totoro and Cheese running things. So Totoro was running game 2 and 3. Cheese ran game 1. And you know, they basically like make sure the games run on time. People are showing up, take care of rosters, take care of scoring. Totoro is the reason why we have like a personal stats algorithm. So you know, thanks to them for organizing so much. And yeah, thanks to SBT, he comes around to like do a bunch of the admin as well. So yeah, we're really thankful for them to like make this possible. And I thank all of the guest commentators today. Thank you to Dasuke and Shory for being an amazing duo. You guys are good fun to be around.
Always happy to be here.
I'll pull you guys in for at least something in the upcoming future before the finals.
Sure.
Thanks for having us.
No worries. But yeah, so in terms of scheduling, so that does end our first series. So if we look at the scheduling, we have a 1 week break in between the cutoffs. So we do start up our Hanchans again on the 25th of June, so in about 2 weeks before we start up again. And the top 8 format will be a little bit different. So we have a seeded format going in. So I believe it's... Okay, it's not put in yet. But the seeding is placed on the placements here. So how the team's placed here does actually matter for who the people will be placing in the future. And people play 8 Hanchans, and the top 4 teams will progress into the finals series. The scores are halved going into the finals, so it's a lot more about getting into the top 4 than it is, you know, because the gap will halve, so you're much more focused on getting into the top 4 than you are, like, you know, just purely wiping everyone off the scoreboards. Even though that would be nice, you know, it gets halved anyways, so what are you gonna do? But yeah, I think that ends off our cutoffs. Thank you guys so much for sticking it out, watching with us, laughing with us. I think today was an awesome day to watch Mahjong, I'm not gonna lie. We had some good fun. Like, there was some good stuff that happened today. And yeah, thank you to everyone who didn't make it to the cutoffs, but took the time to play ARMA League. And to everyone who made it, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Till then, see you guys. Bye.